I was looking for Foundry, but I forgot that it's a browser. I always forget it's browser based. So then I look for like tabletop app or something like that. You know,
Yeah.
takes me a second.
Imagine your health bars are still pretty low where they were last time on, and you're all feeling pretty exhausted. I think there was talk of potentially helping Alec look for what he was seeking now that you found. Just barely managed to resuscitate Calmont, the navigator for the rovers.
That's right.
But all of you are pretty fucked up right now.
There's like goo from the gelatinous cube just sprayed against the walls.
Totally.
Like Rhaegar's got like just his hair matted back with goo slime all in it.
Yeah, it's like some weird fucking fantasy Ghostbusters scene right now. A lot more rated R though, with just how fucked up and nearly dead everyone is.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think it's time to take a bit of a rest here. Is Calmon alive now? I know that we
What, he's sleeping.
With our he's sleeping.
Yeah, he's passed out. I mean, he's breathing. He looks like he's aged a lot, emaciated, skin's fucking kind of acid burn. He looks like a very unhealthy, frail Sith child or something with like the skin change and the like just.
Is there any
acid burn victim?
Does this look? I mean, does this room look like a place that is a worthy place to rest? Because all I can think about is the giant bear that was moving out in the hallway.
It's not a good place to rest, maybe.
But there's a gelatinous
this
cube,
room is still sizzling and, as you all described, essentially slimed. But I mean, there are less slimed adjoining rooms.
All right, I say we. Why don't we go back up to where the captain was? I'll just close the doors. So, Alec, how do you feel about carrying Calmont or Rhaegar?
I got him. I got him.
I'm gonna
pick his ass up.
Back through here.
Can I not go the top way? I'm gonna go north. I don't care. I tiptoe around. Oops. Excellent control clicked myself.
Okay, that door is closed. I'm just gonna check these doors real quick. Make sure all the doors are closed. Oh, I can't go through there for some reason.
Figuring it out.
Oh yeah. Daryl, as you go to start following in with everybody, moving into the next room, you realize that Mittens isn't moving.
Oh no. I think he like vaporizes, right?
Yeah,
Like
I'd like to think like sewn together bits of pieces start like just de-threading and falling off, and then like maybe they like kind of start turning acidic and like they sizzle down and almost like time-lapse melt away.
Oh no! I grab his head or what's left of it and put it in my satchel and keep moving. Buttons, no.
At least you're recycling.
Does the doorway here to the west look like it's big enough for the bear to get through?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we move the table?
I was just either that, and I also pull out like I've got two caltrops. I'm like, I could put these in front of a door. I don't think just one is going to be very effective. I got a couple of them.
Oops.
That thing's gonna hold the door.
No, but maybe it gives us just enough time to fight it if it does come through or something.
Like we put the table like right here.
Yeah.
Oh, put the table against the door.
I can't move it. Oh no, I done fucked up. There we go.
And then while they're doing that, I'm gonna place caltrops in front of this door.
Done.
Nice.
Okay.
So I do that.
Look, that's kind of cool.
The-
Look, I made this little thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Wait, the caltrops are the pink box area?
No,
No.
this is the table.
Okay.
We're like
I
kind
like
of
that. Yeah.
fortifying here.
I imagine
I'm
door to the
foreshortening it, so I'm
northeast.
tipping it.
You're closing, or are you leaving open as like a place to move into? This door here. Are you closing this one?
Oh.
Or are
No.
you leaving it open?
Leave it open. Leave it open.
Leave it.
I'll go over here. Where are we putting Calmont? Down.
Oh yeah, right.
Maybe like here.
He's
Go
being
there.
carried. Somebody.
Yeah, I got him. I bring him over there. I'd already set him down in this room, and when I grab him, just grab his ankle, just drag him along the floor.
Oh no! You mustn't move the body.
You might want to just both arms. He's baby bear.
Yeah.
Baby bear.
I got him. I have my cursor set to something that I don't like now.
Oh,
I
you
don't
have
know
to click. You have to click the little face icon and then like the
Person.
icon next to it in the top left.
What's
To go
all
back to
the
like token select mode.
I like
effects on
these
Calmont?
icons.
I tried to make him unconscious and it
There we go,
automatically
thank you.
applies all that shit.
Oh wow.
Cool.
He's flat-footed, blind, prone.
He did.
What the fuck? Yeah, I
Alright.
can't do it, so
So we rest.
refresh. Yeah,
Alright.
resting. Wow, try to send some messaging is what's gonna happen next. That was some scary ass music.
Yeah. Weird, right? All right. Are you all just passing the fuck out with your traps in place, or are you still doing watch turns?
No,
we
we'll
should
definitely do watch.
probably
Yes.
do watch. Yeah.
Have to do
Oh,
watch.
I could stay up first. Kind of listening for the bear that I set out there.
Okay.
What is the light like in this room? Is it just like a couple sconces? Is it?
Yeah. Kind of like where you see, like on these little wall outcrops here. You could imagine there's like little sconces, as you said.
Oops.
Um,
But the button didn't respond right away.
as Calmont's like settling down, everybody's kind of like finding their places. Pitch kind of walks up to the sconce that's like shining right above Calmont. He kind of is like looking down at him, and he's like, "Huh," and he holds out his hand, and it's almost like shadow begins to like darkness begins to pull from the surrounding shadows, and it actually begins to take like this physical kind of form in his hand. It's like, whoa, that's really cool. And then he pushes it forward over top of the sconce, engulfing and it begins like to wrap around it, and it begins to smother the flame, and like the light begins to dim and then disappears.
Ooh.
Well,
Oh.
that's certainly interesting. Kind of sits down next to Calma.
Is there more light in this room, or was that it?
I
I can't see.
It's dark now.
He's
Just a couple other
still
ones.
a little lit.
Okay. I will sit next to the lit light and hug my knees.
Alec takes a little while to take pieces of his ornamental armor off and sets it down gently. He's using that same black cloth to kind of polish out the bits of sizzled gelatinous that have kind of worked their way into the crevasses and started feeding into the metal a little bit. He seems concerned. And you can tell he's kind of zonking off as he's doing this. It only goes about like 10 minutes or so before he completely winks out. Calmont's breathing heavily, almost as if he's in some sort of like fevered dream state. And every now and again, he mumbles, and it's kind of distracting, and maybe it keeps some of you from completely passing out. But why don't all of you make a perception check, actually, before anyone goes off to Slumberland.
Oh, that's initiative perception. My bad.
I
But
think it's the same dice.
That's fucking cool. Hey, that's a sweet
Okay.
shadow effect.
We perceived anything there is to perceive with a nat 20 and a 19.
Yeah, you give me 1 second. I didn't expect them to
Also,
perceive
I'm
that
gonna
high.
repair my shield.
You all clearly hear Calmont like almost in this fever dream state, mumbling what you think are almost words at times. And then he's quiet again for long stretches. But during one of them, he rambles like a bunch of things together that almost sounds like names or a partial phrase or something, and none of you can really quite make it out except for Rhaegar, who's like in watch mode. He thought he heard a bear growl a moment before this. He's already like hyper tense,
I'm alert.
and you just you somehow managed to like catch and decipher this. I'm gonna whisper it to you in a second here.
Is it in a language I know? Maybe
Yeah.
only I know?
No. Imagine it was like really garbled and mumbly and it was so fast, almost shouted, that you both almost took it for just more screams. But again, you each, I'd say, Pitch and Daryl heard. You just thought you heard him shout "Captain," like "Captain, Captain." Rhaegar, you caught more than that though.
Okay.
After that little outburst, he drifts off into just heavy breathing, but sleep.
Okay.
Alex passed out at this point next to his armor.
Yeah, I bed down too. Go to sleep.
That came from him as he was while he was.
Calmont, yeah, the little halfling navigator guy.
Okay. Okay. I notify. I kind of walk over to Pitch, who's checking out his awesome arm, and I say, "Something ain't right with him.
What do you mean?
He's talking to someone."
To someone. He's asleep.
He's talking to his captain.
Is he? I've been down. I just want to feel his forehead. Is he like a fever? Is he like really hot?
Make a medicine check.
I am so good at medicine checks. I'm like,
He's warm. I don't know what
warm.
I don't know what Pitch extracts from that
It's
sensation.
warm. It's for
So
like
he's-
Team America.
yeah. So he's batshit crazy. What are you saying? What does he say? I can't. He's just mumbling stuff. He said captain earlier or something. I don't know.
He's talking about some sort of deal he made with the captain.
What kind of
What?
deal?
That's all I got.
Well, I guess we'll listen extra carefully to him. I hope he wakes from this. If he has a fear, I hope it breaks.
Okay, I'm gonna return to my post. It's just gonna be
Yeah.
kind of whenever it's time.
Okay.
Let me know.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you're posting up near the barricade.
I'm gonna kind of go back and forth between these two doors Just
Okay.
trying to, every now and again, maybe opening this door, or leaving it open, and kind of peeking my head out and see if I can hear anything coming this way or anything. I mean, I know the doors right next to each other, but anything different.
Okay.
While I do, I just look at my hands, similarly to how Pitch was exploring these new powers. I'm not exploring any powers, but they have this like crystallized astral sheen to them when they catch the light, and I don't know really what that is, but they look hardened and more square. You know, like more hard edged than normal knuckles would look. And I'm just kind of pacing back and forth while listening and kind of taking it in.
Cool. Okay. Oh. Whoa.
Everybody leaving.
It's like a internet outage. Whoa.
Oh,
Welcome
this
back.
card did a
That
fart.
was weird. You both disconnected at the same time. It was just like wink
Discord.
wink.
Yeah.
Weird. Okay, cool. That's fucking cool. All right, so were you guys doing like 2-hour shifts or something? Give or
Yeah, just
take?
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah,
Let
yeah.
Alex sleep for the most part.
Okay.
But
Respectable.
my shift, I'm gonna do
It's cool.
repair my shield, and then also identify these 2 items I have in my bag.
Okay. Well, let's get to that in a moment. So, Pitch,
Yeah.
you sounded like you were drifting off
Oh yeah.
more quickly.
I'm really tired all of a sudden.
You're so tired. You feel the darkness. You keep looking up at that sconce and like you feel like you see like trace motes of like the absence of light, like little negative spaced floating little puffs. And you kind of like almost like counting sheep imagine this as you drift off into sleep. And you can feel the stone's energy and power kind of tingling inside you.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to do this, and just for the sake of shared narrative at this point, I'm going to pull our friends in. You guys aren't really here as much as you are watching. Man, as you keep kicking
It's taking turns.
It was like
people
boop
out.
beep boop boop beep boop beep boop.
Shit, damn.
Oh, me
I
at it
think
again.
I think I can change the server location.
I'm back.
Discord. Wait a second. Huh. Klug,
Yeah.
did you? Oh no, never mind. You're on a different machine. I say I'm on my work computer right now, so I may have just VPN'd. I didn't know if like it was at like at the same time if you were VPNing off.
Yeah. That'd be funny, man.
All right. Pitch, you drift back into a deep sleep and find yourself in a now semi-familiar place underneath like the darkness of some enchanted forest figure, rustling, wind blowing. You've joined well. You can feel, the not real eye sockets looking in your direction, your small little form beneath it.
I just stand just looking at him. Are the fireflies and stuff still like?
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Okay.
I I I don't understand what this is, and I hold up my hand, and it's almost like because the gem is still embedded right in his forehead, and it's like a trace. It's like he
That's
holds up his
right.
hand, and you can see like a trace of shadow like flow into his hand, and he's just like looking at it. I don't understand this. What this is, and he's kind of like moving it back and forth, and it's like darkness almost is just moving, almost like a ball, but it's got like trails, wispy trails of almost like smoke, darkness kind of going between it. I don't know. Tries to like get it off his hands, but it stays.
He almost feels like he's watching you, like amused even. Like a few moments pass and the wind kicks up and the leaves rustle again. You can hear and feel the bearded tree like almost laughing with the howls of the wind. As your power spills out of you like a dewdrop, but one day it will consume you.
Oh.
Maybe you will control it. Maybe not. Either way,
What?
you can reshape yourself. And you can kind of feel like on an atomic level, small things shift and change inside of you a little bit, almost as if you can control yourself a bit more, alter decisions you may have made in the past, if you will. You're still you, but you feel maybe slightly different. And all throughout this, like, little moments, little surges of darkness, whether it's this fear blotting out little swaths of firefly swarms until they no longer shine at all, or other little tendrils that wisp and snap out of you and then suck back into your forehead.
I think it's more that. It's more like there's just darkness, like darkness now has weight, and it's like almost like pouring off and like down and around, and it's only when Pitch like notices it that it like almost sucks back in with him in him, and then begins pouring out almost like a fog machine or something, but not quite so heavy, but like pieces of it are like trailing down. Well, this is certainly interesting.
Not there.
I mean,
right?
that's really where you guys aren't really there. It's more just for your viewership. It's really the last thing you remember in this dreamlike trance that you feel like you slept through. You eventually snap out of it and wake back up inside the little captain's quarters of the keep.
Rhaegar, you look over and you can't make out the form of Pitch or Calmont.
Okay. I can't make out the form.
Yeah. It's just
Or
like
Calmont?
Yeah.
it's just like
Look like.
it just looks like a deeper, darker place of shadow in the room.
Okay. I see what you're saying. I see. I got it. I picked it up. It's almost ghostly.
It's weird. It's like you look over and it just seems like the shadows are darker over here or something. But Pitch like sits up and almost, like, oh, well, is it my turn to watch? Go over at Rhaegar. I don't think I can sleep right now.
Yep. I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
I go lay down where you had it left it warm and dark. It's like you peed in a pool and it's still dark here,
It's still, oh yeah, you still get a bit of that.
I try to crawl into the darkness that whatever's left here. That's nice.
Okay. Pitch anything special on your tour duty here?
I would say a lot of it's just pacing listening, thinking, trying to process, trying to understand. Half of it's like trying to like make shapes, make sense of like what's happening. There's a lot of confusion, and there's a lot of like, I mean, it's like if you were to discover that you had new powers, you're like, I have no idea what, like, I don't know, what can I do with this? And he kind of like starts trying to make it appear in his hand, or what is he pulling it from there's all of that stuff. So he's like half listening, mostly paying attention to himself.
Okay. That's going on for a while, and Daryl, you feel almost like you saw another vision for a moment, something else entirely. But when you kind of winked out of it a little bit, you found yourself back in the presence of that strange, powerful being, just undulating in front of you.
Raining. Yeah.
You notice for a moment that like the red glow about this creature, this form, starts to like make like a sizzling sound as the rain smacks against it, and the lights shift from a reddish color to something more green and yellowish. And you notice that the rain begins to burn your flesh for a moment, sizzling, smelling, stinking, burning the hair in places. And you watch this and you find yourself mesmerized or enthralled by it. Because the moment you look away, starting to feel pain, you look back and you see that the skin is almost regrowing and healing itself, oblivious to what's clearly an acid rain being generated by you in the presence of this creature now growing green.
Ooh.
And you can feel like the tentacles almost enveloping around you, undulating. You've gravitated towards the mastery of it. It burns in your veins now. Perhaps some of your other choices shall change. And you can feel just like this strange pulsing through your veins, where it was once like a faint purplish blue with the blood flowing underneath your skin. It now has, you think, a more greenish hue about it. Almost like you were
Right.
jaundiced a bit.
Sweet. I hope my liver still appreciates me. Thank
I'm
you.
curious to see what you do with your gift. And like you kind of like a raindrop, an acid raindrop, like hits your eye, and you reach and clasp at it. Next thing you know, you're pulling your hand away, and you're back in the basement of this crypt, keep, seeker palace, and you're looking around and you see Pitch doing.
Pitch is like sitting at
Shadowy things.
Pitch is like sitting at the table, and he's like just has his hand out, and like you see like a little pool of shadow just starting to like it's like it grows and shrinks and it's like it's like becoming form but then not becoming form. It's really weird and odd, and he kind of notices you and kind of does that, like wipes, drops his hand like
I wasn't doing anything.
yeah.
Was I here the whole time? Am I wet?
You look down at your skin to check, and it feels like a memory you had 5 years ago that you're trying to grasp at and recall. Like
Okay.
and you think like, am I wet? And like you look down at your skin and you like see like your veins have like a greenish yellow almost glow to them at times as you feel like your pulse move and ripple through your circulatory system. You feel a little different.
Well, I believe it's your turn, buddy. I think I'm just gonna go over here. The pitch kind of like makes his way over to where there's still lots of darkness.
Hmm.
I'll pull out my shield and I'll start repairing it.
Okay.
I don't know. Oh wait,
Um,
I look down and I check. I lift up my shirt and I check. Is my belly button still there with a jewel in it, or where?
oh, very much is. Yep. Yep.
Tap it a couple times.
Clink,
That's
clink.
weird. Okay. Yeah, I'll repair my shield. It's my sword of meditation.
Okay. Where are you working on it? Like on the table in the middle of the room, in the corner where you're at right now?
Yeah, I'll take the spot that Pitch was sitting at. As I was sitting down, I'm like looking at the table and kind of like wiping it off, like, okay. Get out my tools, start going to town on it.
Okay.
I rolled a 19.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
That might be a crit. Let me double check.
Awesome.
Or maybe it's just a success. I think it's
If it's not, I still restore 15 HP, which is more
Yeah.
than enough for the shield, which only has 6. But I noticed on my
Shield.
character sheet, there's like a
Oh, the repair
broken
DC
check
for
mark.
wooden shield is it'll go away once
Okay.
the health is back. So the DC 14 for a wooden shield. So you got a normal success. You put back to 11 hit points in there. So watch when you put it back to 11. I'll let you
Well,
count
it heals 15. 15 if I'm an expert.
Oh.
Restore 5 to the plus an additional
15 if
5.
you're an expert.
Oh,
Oh,
so
5
sorry,
increase your
20
HP.
total. Oh, but
You store 5 hit points to the end plus an additional 5 per proficiency rank you have in crafting.
I'm an expert.
For a total of 10 HP if you are trained, 15 if you're expert. So you're an expert, right? So it
Yes.
says for a total of 10, 15, or 20 if you're a master. So it's 15 total
Okay, so
it gets
15.
back. Yeah, so that's back to full
Oh.
health. It's got a maximum of 12.
Oh, there it is, 12. Yeah.
But notice
Sweet.
on the hit points, like as soon as you hit the broken threshold
Nice,
value, it will
yeah.
automatically toggle broken on so that you're aware that it's no longer
Cool.
usable in the normal state, which is six health.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you
More
patch that
things.
thing up.
That takes 10 minutes. It says to do that.
Yeah.
I have these 2 items next to my jade cat in my bag that are unidentified. I'm gonna
Yes.
poke those down here, and as part of my downtime activity, or not a downtime, it's an exploration. I can identify magic.
That's right.
Once
yeah.
you discover an item, you can spend 10 minutes to try to identify particulars of the magic.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
I can roll like 1 per item. Oh, thank fuck.
You
Oh.
should have it.
Okay, wait. So that's just a naked 20. I'm sure like Arcana is probably my Arcana's +9, so that would have been a 29.
You would at least had some clothes on, you know?
I would.
That is.
That would be a critical.
It's a hell of a
clothes
dress.
on.
Or hell of an outfit, I should say.
Yeah.
I agree. Huh. That's
Be the second item.
I'm gonna need a minute.
Fuck.
Okay. You're looking those things over. I
Yeah.
need a couple minutes. I just need to look.
Oh
some
yeah,
more.
no problem. I can be in. I get it in the morning thing. It's not an issue.
Yeah. Hmm. Dude, there's gotta be a. All right. Sorry, my thing's taking so long to load.
Oh, no problem. Oh,
Oh, good dog, Bailey.
One of them you identify as a skeptic's elixir. Elixir.
okay. Don't know if I needed magic for that.
But how many ounces is it?
Oh, I know everything about it. All the attributes, including its name, what it does, any means of activating it, and whether it's cursed.
It's cool.
I guess. I don't know if this is what it was before, but it's what it is now. Because Iron Jesus. It's a you notice it's like a interesting amulet. It's under your equipment now at the bottom there. Or
Let's see. The bottom of
if you look at the
the
equipment section under your turtle meat,
oh, under my, under my turtle meat.
it's in a
Oh,
bag under your
whoa,
turtle meat.
whoa. Oh my God. Thank you.
You're
Uh,
looking at things, fucking around with all that. Meanwhile, in Slumberland, Rhaegar.
Darkness.
Yeah. You find yourself slipping back. You're staring at your fist, mesmerized, perplexed, maybe, and like the glint every now and then, even in the darkness where you are, it kind of catches your sight and makes you flinch for a moment. You do this like a few times over and over again until you almost like entrance yourself. And the next thing you know, you're walking through the sands again, back in front of like the gaping statuesque maw that almost seems to be formed out of like crystallized rock hard sand in the glowing mouth and eyes of this raw creature. Your form, your choices, they do not serve you in our new union. into my maw so that I might fix you. And you find yourself kind of stepping one foot after the other, deeper and deeper, enthralled by the light, by the power,
Look at
by
that.
the energy.
Disturbs my slumber.
Mhm.
And you're walking through like the warm, hugging, radiant light. You can feel the heat of the breath of this inanimate but animate thing that's now a part of you, drawing you deeper. And you can feel the primal connection still very much with you, but you're finding different ideas, different ways to let it flow through you. You no longer call upon these primal forces in a multitude of ways, but more in a few singular ways, in a way that you feel you're joining with the stone is almost guiding you to. And you can feel this like tendril coming out of your form, and you like track it almost like this everlong thread. And you look across from you and you see this almost like prismatic rippling form that looks exactly like you, moving exactly as you do. And your face begins to shift and change slightly. And you see like the other shadowy prismatic form of you kind of like reach one hand after the other and pull you closer, pull your connected thread closer and closer, like a tug of war that's slowly retracting in on itself. And before you know it, like you can't move a limb, you can't move a muscle. You're just wide-eyed watching this as it gets closer and closer to you. And this astral form of yourself eventually just pulls you close and whispers something to you. But your material ears can't hear the words. You just see the mouth move. And before you know it, you're being pulled forward almost as if like you plunge sideways in a belly flop into an ice cold lake, and you're looking up around this dank dungeon that you've been trolling through. Still breathing hard, still feeling ice cold for a moment, wondering if that really happened. And you reach down and you kind of grip and pluck at what anyone around you would see to be invisible air, but almost like plucking a taut string on a musical instrument. You feel it ripple into the very core of your soul inside you, and somewhere else you feel a thread connecting you to another place altogether. And you think for just a moment, like as you squint through your tired, bloodshot eyes, that you see a similar thread kind of like just barely glinting in the light, almost like a fishing line dangling like puppets, connecting to these companions you've been traveling with. But you rub the sleep away, and it feels more like it was just a light trick, a little play on your mind from this weird dream you've just awoken from. You hear Daryl grunting and tinkering, maybe hammering some things, or the smell of some reagents. I don't know what you're doing, Daryl.
Snorting. Little bit of yep, snorting the acid.
Are you true to like your token art? Like, are you often like shirtless?
Yeah. Well, I have a shirt right now, but yeah, I'm
Oh,
a
you do have a
pirate.
shirt on right now. Yeah, okay.
But most of the time, I'm shirtless. I mean, I have armor right now. A chain shirt on. Actually armored up. Chainmail.
As far as anyone
But
can
I'm not.
tell, the evening was pretty uneventful, at least physically.
Is Alec moving now?
He's starting to get up as he hears like a little more of building activity in the chambers here. For all intents and purposes, mechanically, you all had a long rest, but in the sense of the narrative, like we're talking like bare bones, like you did not have a good night's sleep.
That makes sense.
Yeah. There's not enough coffee in the world right now.
Mm-mm.
I try to make some anyway.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
You'd be the
It's like
guy.
that's like the Breaking Bad coffee, like the chemist, perfect.
Shoot.
But like parts of the ingredient are like some of that ooze from the next room over.
Oh, okay, nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's gonna have a real spike to it, real kick, and lots of very oily
Mm.
Hey,
beans.
came out to a 20.
Hey, Fiddy, can you check
Oily
something for me?
coffee. Bulletproof coffee. in the morning.
Spells on my character sheet, it says that even for first and second level, it says infinity out of infinity, which I mean I'm cool with. If you
Oh,
I'll cast that all day, but
yeah, that's not right. Shit. I think I probably put it to the wrong category. That sucks. So what's it supposed to be? Arcane. I guess it would be prepared.
I don't know. I mean maybe. I don't know. I can try drag and dropping all this stuff in here.
Yeah, I was gonna try like 2 strike on one. Oh yeah, it's
But I
got
don't
slots
see
there,
like
right?
it's not a spell book.
Oh,
I don't know if that's right.
no.
Oh, I think that removed a couple of my spells. I don't remember what they were.
They're still here, right? Magic
One of them's gone, I think. Oh, there you go. Okay. I think those.
Add an entry. Arcane. Prepared. I mean, maybe none.
I mean, yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah. Oh, there you go. It looks like there are uses.
Try that out. You can I think you can. I just dragged and dropped it from one to the other.
Yeah, it's fine. That's what I was doing too. I don't know how many I have, but I'll look into the sheet.
Okay,
Oh,
that's fine. All right. So, bloodshot, tired. Let me try running this. For all intents and purposes, you three, definitely not Alec, or Calmont for that matter. Mentally exhausted. Physically, you feel fatigued, but you're back to full health. Alec starting to
Counts as a thing.
slowly re-don his armor.
Are you really making coffee, Daryl?
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's what I wake up to.
That sounds so good.
Slime coffee.
Mm.
Bulletproof coffee in the morning.
It's a little acidic.
It's a little acidic. Just
That's
a
the
little, it's
word.
got a kick. It's got a kick. But I've got
Daryl,
like a
do you
little
have
chemistry
extra?
set going.
Yeah, see all the sizzling and steaming over here.
Much better level. Okay. Constitution.
Like from
So Alec is definitely not full health. He's a little bit better, but he almost finishes putting his armor on. He says, "Before I put this on, would anyone of you try patching me up a little bit more? I'm not
Oh.
feeling so great.
I don't seem to be able to hold bandages anymore.
I could do that. Here, hold still. Oh, you fuck. Oh.
Thank you for trying. I appreciate it, Daryl.
I mean, your wound stopped leaking. What more
That's
do you
true.
want?
Yep. He's like looking down at like the burned skin that's like the
He's
acid that's
near-
cauterized his wound.
All right, I give him one of my elixirs of life. Roll one of those.
Oh,
no.
okay.
Get off my bandolier.
All right. He's gonna roll a d6. Oh,
Hey.
okay.
Nice.
Fitty, I broke off my bar that has all my spells, actions, all that stuff. How do I bring that back? I don't see it anywhere.
You can move it around.
I
But
did, and now it
I
just
don't think you can
disappeared.
break off. Maybe just try hitting F5.
Okay.
Hey,
Like I
Fitty.
moved it. Yeah, sorry.
Oh no,
Actually,
I'm sorry. Good.
I'm seeing
That
you
was it.
can. Looks like you can kind of potentially move it like into negative space.
I
I don't know if
found
a
it.
refresh will fix it. Okay, cool.
Checking it.
Hey, just so you know, this is super weird. Figured it out. The one that we had before was it, but for some reason, having that shield bloodline thing at the very top of my cantrip list made
Oh,
it to where they were all infinite. Super
weird.
weird. I just moved it and
Oh,
it works fine. I don't know.
Okay,
nice.
Yeah, cool.
cool. All right. Now
I'm
you know
learning
your
so many
sheet
things right now.
that much more. I love it. You all also noticed that the weapons that you fell asleep next to are not the weapons you fell asleep next to.
Wait, say that again? Oh.
Whatever weapon you had
Oh.
before recovered
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
Seeker's Tomb, like you
Okay.
wake up and see it's something else entirely.
Oh my god. What's
Whoa.
that?
Well, that's cool. I'm like holding it up, like looking at it. It's like this obsidian, like the wood is like again black, but there's like metal pieces of obsidian that make up like the actual hand crossbow. He's just mesmerized by it.
Oh, mine too. There's a little slot for a bomb on this thing.
As each of you kind of examines and feels enthused or excited or intrigued by your weapon, you're looking it over, you're taking it in. You can almost feel the stone sparkle inside of you, maybe glow with a shade of light that is characteristic to the stone type you've joined with.
You mean
Uh,
darkness?
Darkness.
All right. What is Calmont doing?
He begins to kind of you remember that his tongue's like just doesn't exist.
Oh, right.
That's right.
And he kind of looks he's coughing and he's sort of sat up. He's really got to lean into it.
Oh, here, let me help you with that.
He's kind of taking it all in. He looks down and he sees
That's not bad.
he sees the captain, and his eyes kind of go from like really perplexed to like and he looks up at you all, kind of starting to realize the situation.
I want to make an impression immediately as soon as he sees me.
Okay.
Which I use this to do with that. So I take a -5 penalty to it because I'm doing it like
It's like he wakes up and it's like my
Yeah,
face
you're not
is
spending any time.
Yeah. just looking
Okay.
at him.
How's make impression working? Can you click it into
I
chat
think
by
that
any
it
chance?
is. Oh, let me try to find it. I apologize. Make.
I got it. It's under exploration. Haha.
Oh, you beat me to it.
I win. With at least
Should
1
be
minute of
diplomacy.
conversation during which you engage chat. Yeah, diplomacy check. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yes. I mean, he's kind of making sounds not too dissimilar to some of like the groans and almost weird cries. You know, the noises he was able to make in his sleep. He makes like a little bit of a surprise sound.
Oh,
Seeing
yeah.
That's
your
at a
face cursed there.
19 on my screen.
It rolled right off. The...
Does that have the -5? Or is that
Yes, it
before the
does.
It
-5?
does.
That's with the -5.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. Cool.
But it says that I can continue talking for a minute and can
Okay.
re-roll that check.
All right. Well, like Calmont is like just looking at you, the gem encrusted,
Yeah.
like the darkness
It's
sort of
pouring
spilling
dark.
out, like your horns curled around your face, and you're like,
Hey.
He's just looking at you
Right.
like,
Oh, right. Listen. Hold on. Calm down. So it's gonna be all right. See, we were sent, and I explain we were sent by the captain of the actual captain, whose name I had completely forgotten, but Pitch didn't forget.
Captain Renrath
Yeah.
of the Rovers. Yeah.
Captain Rinrath sent us. We're here, and I point to the 3 other people, and I kind of, say we're here to help you. See, I don't know if you know this. Look at your clothes, and he looks just still like crusted, nasty slime. You were inside a gelatinous cube when we found you. Lucky we found you when we did, because you weren't long for this world, mate. Spend another minute kind of talking him down.
He's
and
like feeling his fucked up flesh and gaunt form now, and he's listening to you, but you can tell like his wide eyes sort of relax as you talk. And I was going to say you can remove the -5 penalty after explaining and giving him some context, even so. Without that, I would call that a critical success. Calmont kind of like almost snaps out of his introspective moment where he's like touching his skin and looks up at you and looks down at the dead Knoll pirate captain again. And he kind of,
Yeah, he's a real piece of shit. Don't worry, we made sure to stab him extra hard just for you.
I mean, like Calmont's just kind of like holding himself, trying to hold himself up even.
I rummage around in my bag and I pull out some food, because I don't know, he looks hungry. I just feed him.
Okay. If someone wants to, they could try to stabilize him a bit more.
I think Daryl did.
I tried.
Oh, you already tried? I thought that was
I
on
rolled
Alec.
12.
Oh.
Alec was an 8.
Oh, I know you healed him. That's right. He got the D. Oh no, yeah, no, you gave him the elixir. That's right. That's right.
I did.
And
then
yeah,
12.
So Calmont, no,
I couldn't help him.
Yeah, it was
He's
almost like
burned.
you didn't know
Poor
what
guy.
to do for him. Yeah. Well, after eating, maybe spending 20 minutes kind of slowly eating, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, especially in his mouth. But he manages to get some of it down and slowly starts to stand up. And it's clear after some time that he'll be able to walk, but he's going to be slow.
Please live, little buddy. We came all this way for you.
Listen, I mean, we promised to help Alec here. I'm not sure. I'm kind of not talking to
Well, we
Calmont.
came here for Calmont.
No, we
No,
did.
Alec.
We did, but we would not be here, I don't think, without Alec's help.
Oh, I see.
We did make a deal with
yes.
Alec here that we'd help him find his ring.
You can tell Alec, who's off like to the corner, he's
True.
trying not to listen, but he can't help but hear like while he's like finishing putting like his
I'm not even
his piece on.
I'm not even
Oh
being
my
shy
God.
about it. I'm not
No,
trying
no,
to
I
hide
know.
it.
He can tell he's like,
You know, and a deal is a deal. You know, I may have
Yeah, no,
horns,
it's
but
true.
even tieflings have standards.
Okay, well then, how do we get back his ring? Where's
All right,
his
listen,
ring?
Calmont. Hey, I've got this extra, and I pass him my extra hand crossbow, and I leave him like 10 bolts because
okay.
there's no way he's going to be able to shoot something more than 10 times by the time it will get to him and kill him. So I leave him 10 bolts. I pass him my hand crossbow, so I'm actually removing it from my inventory right now.
Okay.
All right, listen. Okay, we will be back. I do not imagine we'll be gone very long. Here, take these. Here's some food. Please don't get lost or die. That would really suck. We'll be back in a bit.
It's gonna leave Calmont here?
I mean, you can
Kinda
come
like-
with us too, but you're not looking to like you should. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wait, I mean...
Kind of nestles back against the wall
oh
and
gosh.
I mean, he's real small.
slowly cocks the hand crossbow and sets it down next to him. And he gives you a nod.
The door is barricaded. It's fine. Or I guess the other thing is like you could crawl into the other room and hide if you hear something. I don't know. Use your best judgment. What or scream. Oh, you can't scream. Ooh, that's insensitive. Sorry. Make some loud noise or something. We'll come running back if we can hear you. I don't know.
How heavy is he?
I
By
don't
the way,
know.
I know
mean,
you
I
guys were
would
taking the-
guess like 40 to 50 pounds.
While you were doing all that conversing, I was unbarricading the door
Yeah, I love that.
That's
I
good.
love
That's
that.
good.
because
Doing the real
I
work.
didn't know what you were doing. I was
Yeah.
because I
You're
did think
like-
about this.
You're like in
You
the
know.
middle of moving like the final piece, and you hear,
Yep.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Because because I was thinking there's these two doors here. If we go out one, we might want to be able to have the choice to go in either one. You know what I mean? Like I was trying to think of what happens next.
or
I didn't ask. I just did it.
we bring him with us as I see you.
Well, I'm not putting it back now.
Yeah.
It's already been done.
Yeah.
Could he ride on your back maybe?
He's gonna be right in the thick of things. I don't know if you want that.
Yeah. Yeah, of course
Why
you
does he
want
ride
that.
on your back?
Well, I'm weak. I've been weakened by this dream I had last night.
The wet dream I had made me real weak.
I woke up dry. I wasn't wet, I swear.
You look down at your arms again and like
You're like,
double check.
I'm okay, I'm not.
Well, I don't know what to do
I
with
can
him.
try.
We could put him in the corner in the other room and hide him. We could bring him with us. He may get injured, which would be bad.
It's like kind of.
Yeah. So, or you could fashion, since our crafting expert here, fashion a baby Bjorn for him. Just,
The
go
Bjorn, I've
back
heard of
and-
these.
to the olden days of Palindor and oh shit, what was your character's
Trezone.
name? No, it wasn't Trezone.
Wasn't it?
Peck.
Palindor. Oh, Peck. Yeah.
Peck and Palindor.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
Brugok.
Yeah.
Um.
With his good berries. I'll never
Anyways,
forget.
I'm sure he'll be fine. It's dark and it's dark over there.
It's dark in that corner there.
That's
Pitch,
right,
can
yeah.
you turn the light back on? You turned it off. You smothered it.
Nope.
Just
I
have him stay under the
rely-
table and make it dark for
Wait,
him.
why are you turning the lights back on?
What is? He's gonna be afraid. It's dark in here.
Just put him under the table and make it dark.
Yeah, see? Here,
Okay.
Rhaegar. Maybe if we move the table over
Well, I was
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about you making magic dark under there. You made
Ah.
magic.
Yeah. What if we, just
Is the-
put the table over top of him there?
Barricade him in a bunch of bullshit. That's right.
that make him dark in there,
There we
you
go.
know?
Yes.
Not just
Alright.
turn the
Say that-
lights off, but the dark magic you did.
Oh yeah.
With
Yeah,
your
put-
hands.
If you relit it, did you relight it?
No, I was about to, but you told me not to.
Yeah. No, don't relight it. It's fine. He's fine. You're fine.
We all shout him.
You're
You're
all
fine.
Ugh.
He's
kinda
like,
yeah,
I can't
yeah,
talk.
Please.
I'm not deaf.
It's like, please, just let me rest.
Just go.
If his
I'm
eyes
just
could
setting a
talk.
table on top of him.
Yeah.
We should look for a notepad for him or something.
Oh,
Oh.
right. Oh, wait. Do I have one of those? I'm looking in my bag. Well, I mean, there's no point now. We're not even
Oh.
going to be near him. How are we going to read
you
his
can't
notes?
see it's in the dark over there anyways.
Dark.
got-
I'll give him a notepad on the way back.
I've got chalk. I could give him chalk. That's all I got.
I've got a
though.
writing set, but I'm not giving it to him until I survive and I come back.
Do you
Yeah.
think he draws like a child?
He's
I-
not a child. He's a halfling.
I
I
think
know,
he's a
but he might have the
full-grown.
motor skills of a little boy. I don't know.
I've heard they all draw like children, but it's sort of a stereotype. I'm not supposed to say that.
I do feel like that's a stereotype.
Well, I mean, you should. Now I'm kind of curious. If you just give him the chalk, we could see.
Oh, I can't
Well,
move
not
for
yet.
some reason. Oh, now I can move.
There you go. Okay, let's just let us go before we offend him more.
He's sleeping. I don't think he can hear us anyways.
Okay.
Oh, the little boy.
He's so cute sometimes.
Little buddy's sleeping.
I didn't even know they made armor that size. I mean, you know, he would say that. It's racist, I don't know, but he'd say that.
I feel like we're learning more about Rhaegar.
It's
great.
I love it.
Okay. All right. So let's go up to
So,
this door. I'm gonna listen. Actually, I pull Rhaegar over. I'm like, I feel like you're better at listening to animal sounds and stuff. But here, I'm gonna listen on this side, and you
Oh.
listen on the other side, or
Is the
whoever.
bear at that door?
I can do that.
All right, come here, Rhaegar.
I'm coming.
I don't think the bear is in here. We're trying to find the ring, and we've been almost everywhere else in here. So.
Oh,
we
you
should
said he's
probably-
listening to
Yeah.
animal sounds.
Well, I
Does
don't
the
know.
ring
Maybe
make
there's-
animal sounds?
Maybe.
Oh.
I'm percepting. Let me
I'm not an
see.
expert.
Nice.
Do you hear that?
You don't hear anything in Rhaegar. You
Me neither.
confirm.
Oh. Uh-huh.
All right,
Me neither.
let's open the door. I open the door.
It sounds
Okay.
like maybe Ring is in there.
In a what's a similar hall, kind of mirroring the one across from it. You find another room
Ooh.
with old, deteriorating paintings, large paintings, depicting what you imagine. As Alec kind of looks over your shoulder and says, "Ah, more of the ancient seekers
Huh.
depicted in their full glory." He kind of like takes a closer look.
Hey, look, this one has a ring.
Look, this one's wearing a dress. It's like a dude.
Rhaegar,
Like yeah.
the one that you don't like point it out for the right reasons. You
Uh-huh.
point it out for the fact that it's a dude wearing a dress, but
Yeah.
it's enough that it catches everyone's attention. Still riding high on that. 23 perception. Just
Oh
stepping
yeah, yeah.
into it.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah. Thank you.
Alex, like looking like when you say this, almost like he's not letting it show too much, but you could almost tell he's like for a moment he's trying to figure out if he should feel offended. And he looks, but what he notices after looking away from the quote unquote dress, is that there's an artist's signature on the canvas with the letter R period space Stagram.
Oh,
And Alex is like, what?
aren't you a staker?
One of my
Stagram.
forebears painted this.
Hey,
Uh,
who knew you had artistic bones? That's
oh,
cool.
we should give him the chalk.
Oh my god, yeah, you should have the
Yeah.
chalk.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Give him the chalk.
I hand him a piece of chalk.
What? You could chalk?
Yeah, so clearly you're naturally gifted if this
Yeah.
is your great ancestor.
He had great
the chalk that you were
style.
going to give Calmont in his
Yep.
tiny hands?
Yep.
Alex says that, yeah. Yeah, no thank you, but
Oh,
Hmm.
it's an insult in some cultures to not accept gifts.
I've seen it.
So
Yeah, what's
I
it mean, Basil?
yeah. Do you think that there's a ring and I poke it a little bit, like behind the
Ooh.
canvas here?
Oh yeah, let's just lift it off. And
no,
Daryl goes to lift up.
no.
Here, I'll help you.
No,
But
I'll help.
And I just,
no.
Let me get in there. Try to rip the painting off the wall.
Just let's carefully look behind it, but there's really no place it could be hidden on here, but it gives me hope that the ring might still be here.
But if there's a secret room behind it,
Okay, well let's look carefully. Maybe we could just take it off the wall and set it down very gently.
Sure.
yes,
Yeah.
I'd love
Yes,
to retrieve
help.
this at some point.
I help. I am so into this plan. I help really.
Well,
Okay, he's gonna.
if you want to
Strength
retrieve
check.
it. Oh my god.
That's not. Hang on. Wait. +1 is 7.
I'm not helping at all.
I was gonna help, but everybody else
Listen,
was
could
on it.
as he's lifting it off, I was like, why don't you
He's trying to
just
lift it off, and like he lifts really heavily, and Daryl's not ready for it, and you just lose your grip completely, and like he like throws his body under it to try to like catch like the cantilevering weight of the thing, and it's just enough, Daryl, that you can like cup it before it smashes into the
Oh.
ground and prevent it from taking any damage.
Oh, save me.
Careful!
Yep. Here, could use some help. It's heavier than it looks.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm looking behind it. I'm like, yeah, it looks real
Yeah, get out of the
heavy.
way, guys. Yeah, just set it down.
Is there anything
Set it
behind
down
it?
over against the wall.
There's nothing behind it other than
Okay.
less dusty stonework.
Listen, Alec, this is what I'm thinking. Now hear me out. You don't need the frame. All you need is the actual painting. So what you do is that you can actually remove it from the frame right now, and I pull out like a knife. And then you can just roll it, keep it in your bag with you, and then you don't have to come back here.
You've done something like this before?
Have I rolled up parchment before? Of course I have. I said parchment on purpose.
And you think you can get it out without damaging it?
I can do that. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he can do that.
I've got my tools.
Oh. Okay. I trust you. Let's do this.
All right, here we go.
I'm gonna assist him.
Pitch, can you help? Thank
I'm
you.
gonna assist here.
Fuck.
I'm gonna be super helpful here.
How many paintings are in this room that are hanging?
There's a few, but Alex very interested in this one. Are you
Okay.
looking around?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm just gonna start taking them all off.
Plus whatever your
I don't know what
is.
I'm.
Nice, that's
I don't
good.
know what I'm rolling here. I have a.
I would have you. So you're just trying to help him with. Are
Yeah.
you like? Are you spot checking? Are you like
I'm spot
holding down
checking.
bits of it for
I
him?
am. I'm
Yeah,
doing
holding
both.
down.
I'm
Yeah.
like holding down pieces. I'm kind of pointing out like, oh, be careful for that.
Okay. Yeah, just give me like a flat dexterity check.
All right. All right. Sure. Sure. Of course. Naturally.
Nice.
It's enough that you're helpful without being too hindering. Which would take you, Daryl, to a unnatural 20. I
Hey.
would say with some level of expertise, you get a pretty clean canvas removed from the frame and are able to roll it up without damaging anything.
Is there anything on the inside of the frame? A ring?
Ooh.
It's just like the real
There's-
Is the
reason.
writing on the back side of the painting with a map and a
Do we need like
location
the lemon juice and like
and
they
the
heat it
UV
up?
light and the what?
There is not,
Whoa.
but Alec is like beyond grateful.
Oh, there we go.
This is beautiful. Rhaegar, you're looking around,
Mhm.
and you see a painting similar to I think one that you might have seen in the other room. But it's got 3 people dressed kind of like Alec, battling a large sea dragon, like on the side of a ship with like these big lances, and they're like plunging it into like the sort of S-shaped curved neck of the thing as it's like roaring, ripping out of the waves near the bow of the ship.
Oh. I do what I saw Pitch doing a second ago, which is poking it with my crystallized finger. Pretty tough.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Not delicate.
Yeah. Make an
But
athletics check for me.
I think I'm being delicate. Like I'm not. I'm kind of trying, but not. Not too hard.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see. From my athletics. Wait? It didn't roll. Trying this again. Athletics. Roll.
Maybe a little laggy.
Sometimes it takes a second.
You
Ugh.
might get 2.
Oh, yeah, it's been a little laggy.
Let me
Go
refresh
with the
again.
higher one.
I don't know what's happening. It's just not doing anything.
Yeah, maybe F5 it.
Back to. Yeah, I won't even say reloading.
Oh,
Hey.
here it comes.
Oh, nice.
Ah.
Oh shit.
The first one was
Nat
a
20.
23. The second one was a 29 off of a nat 20.
God damn it.
Glad you didn't waste that.
Fucking
I like how you deleted it.
bullshit.
It never happened.
Yeah, like an astral fist in some other parallel
In my
universe
ass.
just punched through perfectly, but it wasn't your fist. It just looked like your fist. Your fist was almost as good. You are like tapping the thing, and before you know it, like you kind of pull your arm back and your muscles just coil up and you punch through the fucking thing right through the gaping mouth of the sea dragon, and like you hear the canvas rip and you hear the stone grind and crunch, and you can feel like little pebbles dropping down, and you pull your fist back out, like when you punch through something with flaps and then you reverse it, it's almost like you turn it inside out a little bit on the canvas,
Mhm.
and you kind of like you're not sure if anyone heard or saw. There's some commotion. Alec is spewing all manner of gratefulness to Daryl about something.
Rhaegar's like, there's a hole in this one.
So, a little flavor to that. As I'm staring at that picture, that thread came from my knuckle. It was almost like a mime work. It yanked me into it, like you were saying. Like it was that tether pulled me. I almost felt uncontrolled.
Other than that, you guys see a closed door to the east, which at this point you can probably guess connects to that storage stock room.
Oh, that's right.
you
I'm
saw
gonna go back
before.
in here and grab 10 more bolts because I gave 10 away.
Yeah. Okay. It opens, unlocked.
And it doesn't look like there's any, like a ring wouldn't be kept in here either, right?
Looks like it's kind of more basic, mundane equipment.
Okay.
Oh,
All
not
right.
much
Well,
else of
there's
interest, really.
nothing really interesting in there. Some, I don't know, some stuff, but probably not. All right, Alec. So where are we going now?
Dang.
Have we fully explored that area to the north? Like fully explored? I feel like there was a room we missed, maybe two. Did we go in all the way in? Where the when the bear,
Yeah.
hungry bear, is gonna eat us?
Mm,
We did not go
We've
all the
been
way
through
in.
I
here.
don't think so.
That's a storeroom with like lots of armor and
Yeah,
weapons
it's
Oh.
an
and
old.
stuff.
Looks like an old armory storeroom.
But right, we have not been to all the rooms.
Well, we should probably go back to those rooms. What do you say?
There was
Look
some
at
to the
Alec.
north.
Yep.
Yes.
Rhaegar, how good are you at smelling bears?
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't smell them now.
Well, that's good. All right, Taro, you wanna?
Pitch your mage armor was from
Uh,
4-year long rest, right?
Oh shit.
Wait, it's 24 hours though, so it
No,
would
it's
still.
from. It says from the time that you rest. But
Okay.
looking down and realizing that it's not equipped, I just kind of do. Huh. I tap myself and it does.
Boom.
Wow.
Cool.
And I will knock off. There we go.
Okay. Daryl, what are you up against the
oh,
door?
I'm listening at the door. Yep.
Oh, Daryl, what do you hear?
I hear.
Daryl, you need some help.
Yes.
Okay.
Shh.
Did you hear? Did you hear that?
I'm gonna go listen at the other door. I can't hear anything over here. I I grumble as I walk this way.
We're all listening at the door, and Rhaegar just opens opens the door. We all fall in.
All right. I don't hear anything. I try to whisper through the wall, but it's kind of loud.
Do we hear that?
Do I hear anything?
Pitch, did you roll a perception check, Rhaegar?
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah, here
Pitch,
we did now.
I didn't know if you were just
I just
hamming
had
it
to
up with them, or if you were.
God damn it! I lost
seeing-
my chart again. Like my rule, my
Your
whole
uncharted,
menu's gone.
you might say.
Oh, weird.
Hmm.
There's no
Okay.
refresh.
Oh.
Pitch, you hear very faintly like a very, very distant faint groan, like a drawn out groan.
Of like a giant creature?
Potentially.
Hmm. I hear the faint groan of a giant creature. I'm going to attempt to stealth my way through the door here.
Okay.
I'm going to open it. Open.
I stepped way back.
All right. Like, I'm going to be
Stealth
real.
check me.
Stealth. I'm going to go so quiet.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Pretty damn quiet. Say you get a little bit about halfway near the that old carcass of that tropical bird, when it's pretty clear after hearing a second, slightly louder groan that it's like echoing out from the corridor at the end of the hall that leads
Ooh.
to the north.
Okay. I kind of gesture at everybody.
I opened this door.
To like
I
just
haven't
come
heard or
in?
seen anything.
Yeah. I'm sure as you guys step into the room, you can hear it too.
Mm-hmm.
What's up here?
I don't know.
You step onto the collapsed, caved-in
Yeah.
stairwell that came down from the courtyard up above
Oh.
when you fought that large quadruped lizard thing.
Dragon that come over. Yeah.
Yeah, land dragon, whatever you want to call it.
I think we should
Oh, no.
probably go like up here. I can't move my guy. Here we go. Oh shit. I'm gonna go this way.
Okay.
I am. As I follow him, I do try to quiet myself as best I can. So I'm gonna roll it for him. Where is this? Action? No. Skills. Oh! Ugh.
Oh boy.
That's fun. Let's see if anybody else makes
don't-
up for it.
I step on this bird that is still somewhat alive and it squawks. Ah!
Run!
Some-
Is that a good punishment?
yeah. You hear like just a moment after that, whatever that was, you hear like a much more clear, louder echoing from that corridor to the west.
Does it sound like it's waking up?
You're not sure. All you really took away from it was loud.
Yeah, I'm running. I'm scooting my
Imagine
way
the
down.
scream.
Are you all following after Pitch? What are you doing?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Um,
Well, it's a good thing it's a door up here.
talk to me
Alec.
about
Yeah.
Calmont.
Come
It's
on.
late on the Friday night. Like I'm assuming you guys
He-
closed the doors behind you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I'm sure the bear will need him.
I'm sure you
Oh,
did.
the
All right.
meal.
So you approach the door to the north. You think you've been here before. Door's
Yeah.
currently closed.
I open it.
let me
You open
see.
it up and see the chewed, ripped apart limbs and bodies of
Oh.
some of the monkey-like humanoid creatures you fought previously. They're weird, almost jungle-inspired series of crisscrossing hammocks bolted in above the ground floor up and close to the ceiling. Remains mostly intact. The ones lower to the ground looked ripped, shredded, and torn. Fabric draping and hanging down limply from where it's still tied up in other places.
I remind everybody, to the north is the tadpoles, and we haven't seen what's over here to the west.
Do we see what was in the east room? Like we fully explore the
I think
east room?
so. I thought so.
Do we
I
actually
can't
explore
remember.
it though?
I thought so. I'm just gonna say yes because in my mind I thought so.
Okay. I haven't been there, so
Of course we did.
if you've been there and you've looked through it, you know, I'm sure it's been looked through. I say as I stand here. I'm sure it's been looked through.
I remember
You
being in that
know,
room.
A once over. I haven't been in here. I go over and I take a look.
Oh yeah, I remember this now.
I'm gonna go in. I want to actually like look around,
Okay.
see what I see.
You're doing that. Rhaegar, you step through the open cross hallway passageway into the other room. Daryl, what are you doing here in this?
I don't know. I was gonna investigate to see if there's any cubbies or I don't know furniture we haven't explored yet.
All right. We'll start with Pitch. You're up in this room to the northeast here.
Mm-hmm.
It's just furniture kind of skew, broken, but most of it intact. There's a pile of broken bits of salvage pieces of other furniture, mountain-like, in the center of the room. More refuse and garbage than anything mixed in. You just kind of walking around the room. What are you doing? You just taking a
I mean, there
once-over
any like
glance?
chests? Like I'm looking under stuff. I'm looking in drawers. If there's drawers,
There's like a little chest of drawers up here, a large wood bed frame with just like a blanket ripped and torn sitting on top of
yeah, I
it,
like
and then
look
like
underneath that.
a huge fucking mini mountain taller than you of refuse in the middle of the
Nope,
room.
not touching that. The ring's in there. Too bad.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm looking through drawers. I'm looking under the bed.
All right, make a perception check for me.
I wish I were better at this.
Wow, you're rolling fucking good tonight.
Hey.
Between the drawers, especially underneath like one of them as you pull it out, and under the bed, kind of tucked away behind one of the posts, between the post and the wall, um, you find a few bits of dented coins and precious metals, almost squirreled away by someone's or some things, totaling in value 15 gold pieces. But the coins themselves are like
Shit.
imprinted with strange symbols. Like they don't look like anything you've seen in the Isle of Iacron, or working or being around Orosh and his tavern, or any of the shops around the port there.
Okay, I'm just gonna pocket 5 of
But
it, and
it's
then
gold. It's definitely gold.
I'm gonna pocket 5 of it, and then I'll give 5 to Rhaegar and 5 to Daryl. But I'll do it on the sly when I see them, so
Okay.
Alec doesn't get all offended and weird.
As you pocket it and kind of put away in a different place, you'll remember the other 10 coins. You turn past the little mountain of refuse, and as you kind of like get line of sight back towards the door again, you see scrawled along the wall near the sconce, in very, very poor common, "Beware, mighty dragon." And I'll show you how it's spelled.
It's in the accent of a kobold.
Didn't we hear kobolds too? That's awesome.
Yeah, right?
I thought we heard kobolds before, which is why I went north in the armory room, but couldn't hear anything.
Claw. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. Well, anyway, Rhaegar, you stepped out into that
Yep.
corridor area.
I'm
Doors to the
clicking
west,
buttons.
south are closed.
Dude.
What do you trying to open the door?
No. I clicked a button.
Oh.
So
Okay.
as I come out here, I'm aware of the bear, but I know we haven't been in this room yet. So I want to try and hear what's in this room, but I'm also seeking specifically signs of the bear recently around this area.
Okay. Okay.
Like I don't know if he's on the other side of this door specifically. If there's any signs, tufts of hair on the other side, anything like that.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think we need to do it in secret. Why don't you make a perception check for me?
Okay.
We can. You guys can both add 5 gold to your pouch
Oh
because
my goodness.
Jesus.
Do you remember?
So it's a critical success. The object I'm looking for is revealed to me.
So you were just looking for signs of the bear, right?
I was looking for the bear. That's what I said.
Okay.
The first thing I said because of that very.
Yeah, I mean, you can every sign that you initially see as you kind of like work the whole perimeter of this room,
Mhm.
um, naturally leads you back to like the place where it was obvious the bear was living the most, and you kind of engross yourself in the bear's chambers, if you will. But the longer you're in here, kind of like picking up telltale signs of the creature, scent, odor, tufts of fur, whatever, the more you actually get a chance to take in this room, where Ymir was lingering.
Yeah. Yeah.
You notice that there's a small chest like next to this broken bench in the far wall of the
Okay.
room. It's kind of smashed in by the bear, you could tell. But inside, you still see an intact vial of a strange liquid and something I think that's probably familiar to you in the form of a tanglefoot bag object.
Okay.
I will add both to your inventory in a second here if you're taking them.
Okay. Yeah, I am definitely grabbing them. Don't mind if I do.
1 second. Okay. There's that. Okay. You think the one thing you grabbed might be something that Daryl would know about. But
Mm-hmm.
the thought's quick and fleeting because your mind quickly goes back to the odors, and you continue kind of like working the perimeter, eventually getting back towards the middle of the room with like door behind you, door in front of you, and like door on either side of you, and you hear like a croaking sound, and you hear that roar again. And you're pretty fucking certain, like some of those frog creatures and the bear are kind of like having a bit of a standoff, probably on either side of a door, based on like the scratching claw against wood sounds you're hearing and the way that the shuffling noises are echoing through in the room to the west of you. While that's going on, Daryl, you're kind of, you know, Alec is putting on a brave face, but he's taking the moment to kind of rest while you sort of pace and look around
Yeah.
the room here. It smells, is torn up, is not a great sight. You don't really see anything of interest, but when you are working the perimeter, um, you pause at that door in front of you that's closed, and I'd like you to make a perception check. Can't remember if like Pitch said anything about it. You know, again, remember this time Pitch is still very much in that other room in parallel. You can't remember if Pitch said anything about this room. If there was anyone in there, anything in there, or if it had been searched yet. You don't hear anything.
Oh. Oh, I open it. Hello?
Wait, didn't Rhaegar say as we were walking in? I thought Rhaegar said.
That is true. Did say that. And
What
you
did
are
Rhaegar
pretty
say?
intellectual. Make an intelligence check for me, Daryl.
What did he?
See if
Fuck. What did Rhaegar?
Daryl remembers it.
What did Rhaegar say? My God, what did he say?
Reach. You feel like there's a memory there somewhere. You're about to open the door, and you remember hearing Rhaegar say something about like tadpole creatures in
Oh
that
right.
room to
Oh,
the
the
north.
frogs.
Like you're
yeah, that's right.
you're like turning the knob when like you're like, hold on, was this? Start to back away,
I'm gonna go. yeah.
and like just as you're letting loose of the handle, like Pitch is like kind of walking out of the room, like touching a pouch at his side.
He's
I
like,
passed
you're
you
not
some
gonna open
gold
that, are
coins.
you?
Yeah, I'm like, oh man,
I'm not. I wasn't gonna
tadpole
open
room.
it. I'm not opening it. I swear.
I passed you
Alex,
5 gold coins.
Alex looking
Ooh.
in your direction, he doesn't see the sleight of hand because in that exact moment you all hear like a faint roar echoing again. It's the same one that you heard, Rhaegar, followed by the scratching against the claws of wood on a door and croaking noises. You're pretty sure something with Ymir's going down across the way here.
Emir, he's over here.
I'm pretty sure he can take care of himself.
But don't you want to know what's in here?
I mean, yeah, but I'm
What
also
if
pretty
it's the
sure.
little guy's ring?
Oh.
But I'm about 90% sure he can take care of it. If we open that door, do we have to fight him?
They might
we could-
hurt him.
Yeah, we don't want him to be hurt. Maybe we can tilt the tides of battle.
I
what are
open
you
this
doing,
door.
Rhaegar?
I twist the handle, and I kind of
Okay.
open it slowly just to see if I'm certain that something's happening over here. I want to see what it looks like. Is it like an investigate? What would that be? I don't even, or not investigate, but
Yeah.
peek. I'm
You
trying to look at all these actions.
slightly open the door and lean in. I mean, it's clear that by design it's very similar to the hall, the double doors with the little mini foyer, alcove, whatever, pass through. Make a perception check. Okay. You hear two croaking voices shouting at each other. Let me just see what language they speak real quick. Hold on. They changed the enemy character sheets. It's thrown me off. Well, knowing what I know about them, I'd say they're croaking in kind of broken, almost like pigeon common, or croaker common.
Pigeon common.
Yeah, like ever hear like a pigeon talk where it's just like broken English?
No.
Hmm.
Maybe I don't know what pigeon talk is.
Like kind of Creole or something.
Yeah, hold on. This is a fun
I
detail.
straight up thought you were talking about birds.
Biddy is best at bird law.
You know, pigeon talk.
Hold on.
Do you guys
I'm
watch
not
Always Sunny?
crazy. I'm not
No.
crazy.
One of the crazy guys
A
in there is like,
pidgin language is a grammatically simplified means of communication that develops between two or more groups that do not have a language in common. Typically, its vocabulary and grammar are limited and often drawn from several languages. It is most commonly employed in situations such as trade or where both groups speak languages different from the language of the country in which they reside. So it's like this weird, fucked up,
Whoa.
bastardized form of verbal communication that is
oh,
very
okay.
unique to the groups involved. So it's
Oh.
clear to you that these
Wow.
croaker creatures don't speak common, but have developed a few words in this sort of broken, weird way of communicating, and they're using it to talk to each other. It sounds like. You hear,
Subtext. What are they saying?
yeah, subtext like you a perfect question. Essentially, you hear them saying something along the lines of like, "It's open and poke, open and poke."
Open and poke.
We can help them. And I
Yeah.
fucking I do this.
do it.
Hold on. I got this awesome thing ready. Oh shit! I just texted. Hold on. Give me a second.
Okay.
It's
Hmm?
boom. Okay. Well, you got to wait a second. There it is. I fucking force this door open with a -2 penalty, but I don't care. I'm forcing it open, even though I kind of
Okay.
already had it open ajar.
All
I
right.
don't know if
All
that
right.
can. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, you had this door ajar, but the other door, like you're talking about the door
Right. Yep.
to the room,
Hmm.
you're just gonna just go bashing
I'm
in.
fucking Terminatoring into here. It's for
Okay,
theatrics here.
make an athletics check to just fucking plow into that room. Ooh, you you go to make a grand entrance and plow through the door, but you Kool-Aid man this shit, and you just go bursting through the door.
Shit.
like your fists are like just like the painting all over again.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like you intend to like just bash through the side, smack the door open, and just charge into an attack or something, depending on what you see. Instead, you just go Kool-Aid Manning bursting through the door, leading with your fist, and like it splinters everywhere. I need everyone to roll initiative.
God, yes.
Oh wait, should I do it in the thingy?
Oh yeah, thank you. Let me add everyone to the
Do it
queue
in the
first.
thingy.
Roll it in the thingy.
Was this a stealth initiative or a perception initiative?
I'd say anyone but Rhaegar can
Oh
choose.
come on.
Well, let me tell you.
There we go. Thought it clicked
Don't
in,
know.
but it didn't.
Yeah, it feels about right.
Didn't matter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh. 20. Fuck.
You hear a and like a really clear. It's on the other side of this door now. Rhaegar, like the scratching sound. The door creaks a little bit. But that's that. Alec is spending his time kind of like getting his bearings again. Stands up from the chair, grips his great sword in both hands, and takes a step forward into the little foyer room, whatever. That's about it for him.
He was like just resting. And he says, "They need me again," and he just gets back.
Yeah, just like almost like sleepwalks his way forward. You hear the provoking one, like he's gesturing again, like now it's clear to you like what you're saying, like like poke. And he's like shouting at the other one when you burst in and like he like kind of looked back and he immediately looks towards the door where he was gesturing like with the poke and sees you and like tries to run past you.
Oh,
Uh,
I have an attack of opportunity if they're within my reach. If he runs past me.
Yeah, you may make that now. With it doesn't take in any multiple attack penalties. Not that you have any yet, but
Okay, so just
so
a
yeah,
regular ass roll.
regular, yeah, with that will definitely hit.
And then
Oops,
a
I should
demolish.
make it.
I hit him. I strike him with the hammer as he tries to run by.
Ooh.
Damn, he takes all 12 of that. Is it lagging out on me? What you doing, game?
Damn game. What are you doing?
I'm gonna refresh. Hold on.
Okay. Huh.
Oh, there it goes.
Barely provoking frogman. Barely injured.
Fitty. On.
Yeah.
I don't know how to link a weapon, but it comes with this electrify, which is a concentrate
Oh
ability.
yeah.
I'm not sure what that's telling me, or how that works.
Um. Oh weird, it doesn't show it here, but where's the? Okay, yeah. So that already had the built-in like there's a little spark of electricity or light or something like arcing off the hammer as you connect, just
Yeah.
zapping him a little bit. If you well, you can't do it. I don't think you can do it on your attack of opportunity. It
Okay.
has to cost an action point to like you have to
Oh, I
charge
see.
it first.
That makes sense. I wasn't sure how
Yeah.
that worked. Okay.
Yeah. So you just get the free swing.
Cool.
Creature, after spending an action point striding away from the roaring bear and Kool-Aid Man, spends an action point grabbing a javelin off the wall here, kind of leaned against the wall behind him, and hurls it at Rhaegar. You
Doesn't hit me at
just
19.
barely step out, like you just in time.
Watch
What
out,
are you doing?
Alec!
Yeah.
I'm like, we're engaging.
Hit
We're
the door.
engaged. Yeah, I pull
Engage.
out my dark crossbow and I aim right over Rhaegar's shoulder. And as I do so, again,
-2.
I'm yelling. I have to be quiet. A bolt
it turns black and shadowy. And I'm gonna fire my dark crossbow with that other thing.
Oh, the charge on it. Okay.
Yeah, you said minus
So
two.
-2 to hit just because you're shooting past 2 squishies. Soft cover. Holy shit. That is a critical hit.
success.
Just barely a critical success.
Hell
So
yeah,
that's an
dude.
entrance.
Hell
Oh
yeah,
my
dude.
god. Like your stone. Like who is near you?
Me.
Alec and Daryl, like for a moment there is like tendrils of darkness, just literal removing of vision in this strange sort of anti-predator kind of way. Like it's just striking out. You know what it's like? Fucking Princess Mononoke, like when like the tendrils are coming out, but like the nothing version of that, and it's just rippling out around Pitch for a minute as like you just see the tendrils wrap and coil down his arms around the crossbow, and the bolt that was already kind of imbued with this negative absence of light, this darkness, just becomes bigger and gets pulled back until it's this whole other fucking pillar of darkness, and it just shoots over the shoulder of Alec, Rhaegar, and punches into the frog creature, and then like all the tendrils shoot out from its body, creating an aura of just darkness and black nothing around him or where the bolt landed.
Well, that was cool. Is he dead?
You don't know. It's shrouded in darkness right now.
Okay. I'm gonna reload my crossbow. And I'm like, huh. Well, that was cool. I'm gonna stay where I'm at and just reload. Be done.
Okay. Rhaegar, it's your full turn.
The frog man to the south of me. I just immediately hold on. I'm pulling it up right now. Just trying to figure out what this is. I toss a stare to him, giving him intimidating glare, and I demoralize which is, hold on, this. The sudden shout, a well-timed taunt, or cutting put down. You can shake an enemy's resolve. Choose a creature within 30 feet of you. Who you're aware of. Okay. Attempt an intimidation check.
Okay.
Where's my intimidation? And there it is.
Oh, dude.
Damn.
It rolled off the 20. Still, that's awesome.
So
Okay. 1 second. Against the will DC, I just gotta figure out what his will DC is. Oh, okay. Wow. Which is 10 plus. So this creature seems like almost as primal as you are, and you're tempted to demoralize. Like you can almost feel like it's like trying to like stare you down, but then there's something about like the glinting stones like rippling with light in your fist that like just spark its gaze for a moment, and you can feel your presence dominating this thing, and it takes effect. It's not a critical success, but the target becomes frightened 1 in your presence. I think I can just
okay.
put this on.
Then I walk menacingly, hulking, growing in size as I get closer to him. And as I walk, with my last step, I anticipate this fist glowing behind me and just strikes fast, glinting like a streak. Let's see.
Oh my
Oh
fucking
my god, dude. 31! 30.
You guys are just showing off with your new toys.
What the fuck?
What do I get? That's only one dice, though, right? So
Yeah,
And then
there's
max
a critical
damage?
damage thing. You can just roll damage
Holy
again.
fuck.
Oh man.
Oh my
Alright.
god.
Just like the painting, just like the door, like you punch through the solar plex of this thing and like feel the stone wall behind your fist before the momentum of your arm stops, and you pull back, and he's just like croaking and gasping, and prone on the ground as like you pull away, and he drops from that ridiculous blow.
Where's the ring?
He's prone and flat-footed and frightened one right now.
Where's the ring?
That's the end of your turn. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So where's my intern button? I keep having to refresh. I'm gonna
I
have
might
it
have to
anymore.
open the combat
Shit
character
is.
thing. I can move it. So he croaking on the ground, frightened. Let me just double check frightened. So it's a -1 to basically everything. At the end of each of your turns, it goes down by 1. So I would say he's frightened until the end of this turn. Like just looking up at you cautiously, spends an action point trying to like roll over on his side and stand up slowly. He's no longer prone. Oops. I did not mean to do that. Hold on.
I may have done something. I don't know what I did. I didn't
I
click anything.
fucked something up. No, I did it. It's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
Be an 11. Okay, sorry about that. No longer prone. Still kind of scared.
Sounds right.
It's going to try to smash the long stick it calls a club, which you can extract. He was using against the bear. Tries to swing at you with it. That should have a frighten penalty, but it's still quite high. Not enough for a crit, but it connects. Like just pure terror, adrenaline swinging through this club. Hits you for. Come on, dice.
Do the thing, dice.
I feel like I clicked it. I think it's just lagged out. I think like the internet's just broken tonight. It's really weird. Oh,
Oh, there goes.
Well, hey, it was meant to be.
It was definitely meant to be.
Die!
Max damage twice. You take 12 as this thing just clocks you across the shoulder, and it's jolting, stinging even. I think arguably after the blow it just took, it spent an action point getting up, an action point properly gripping its weapon, and the last action point smacking you with said weapon. Daryl, what are you doing?
Oh my gosh. I run in. And I see the injured
Blot of
frogman.
darkness just all
Blot.
around in front of you here.
Blots of darkness.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna level my crossbow. Just hit with a regular crossbow shot.
Okay. You definitely connect.
Oh my gosh.
Shooting
No.
past Rhaegar.
No alchemical stuff happening here.
Okay. Your bolt, like, still just trying to like catch its breath or its wind. Even, you clip it with a punching bolt.
Nice. And then I start reloading.
Okay.
This is the first time I've done this before.
Roll something in private here. Okay. You all hear like a cracking, groaning sound of just this door fighting against the weight of some crashing form.
Oh, no.
You feel like it's not long now before the door just breaks down, similar to the one that Rhaegar punched through. Alec is up, sword in hand, slowly moving forward. He moves in between the darkness, or beside the darkness and Rhaegar. carefully planting his foot and slashing with said sword at the frog creature. It just took the bolt and just wow, is it? It's not enough. Like the creature's already like reacting that like he just glancing blows the thing. Alec tries to give it the mercy stab and put it out its misery, and he does so with one like, I just want to the secret home. He just shoves the blade forward like end over end straight at the creature and just quickly ends its life. It's very much dead. No question about that. There is a croaking sound coming from the magical darkness next to Alec, and the creaking, crashing sound of a soon-to-be broken door. Charging out of the darkness, weapon in hand, like kind of like leaping, you just see this like frog creature come landing smack
What?
down in front of Daryl. It looks at the backs of Rhaegar and Alec. It sees the open doorway, and it just, as it lands, it throws and shoots its tongue out straight at Daryl.
Dodge. Try.
Ew.
Oh, I didn't mean to make that secret. That's a 29. That is just barely
hits.
not a critical.
Oh, that's true. It's in
Just
my
fucking
eyes.
barely. You take 0 damage from that.
Whoa. What?
But
Okay.
you feel the tongue still stick and wrap around you, and you
Oh.
are grabbed by the creature's tongue and held in place, giving you the flat-footed and immobilized conditions.
Shit.
I wonder if I can drop this on you. That'd be cool.
Ah. Am I still holding a crossbow?
Oh, there we go.
Like I don't drop
you
my
are
stuff,
still,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
You don't drop your stuff. Yeah, like you had just finished like cocking back the
Yeah.
next bolt, like when this thing leaped out of the darkness, landed and spit the tongue at you and like grabbed around like one of your upper arms.
Oh god.
So it moved, shot its tongue.
Daryl screams like a girl.
And while it has you grabbed, it swings another stick-like club at you, trying to take advantage.
Oh, rude. Oh, shit.
It hits,
Yes. And I'm
finding you to be
flat-footed.
an easy target. Oh, sorry, that should have been a -5 because it was the second attack technically, along with the tongue.
Hey.
So that's only a 19. Does still
But I
barely
am
hit, right?
flat-footed, right, though?
Yeah, because you're flat-footed. You have an
Yeah.
18 AC. Yeah.
Ah,
Damn.
So yeah, the setup paid off for our frog friend here, and you take
Fucker. Playing goddamn possum over there.
oh
What?
minimum damage, which happens
Oh my
to be
god,
7.
it's a 7. Oh fuck.
Just get clocked across the face. Pitch, what are you doing?
This is a double door, right? Like
It is,
door,
yeah.
door. Okay.
Yeah. I'm totally listening while I get some water.
I'm gonna step in, and I'm going to shoot our frogman here with this bolt. I know it's hilarious. I think it's funny too.
I just startled the missus. Sorry. You're shooting with like their regular crossbow?
Well, with my dark crossbow, but not the black bolt of doom.
Yeah, that's, you feel like you can't summon the strength for that right now.
28.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. That
Yes,
might
sir.
be. That indeed is a
All
critical
she
hit
wrote.
again with this fucking thing.
Can you confirm before I roll this the dark crossbow? I'm not sure. Well, because it's rolling.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay, I didn't roll. I didn't roll an additional d6 last time on the
Oh, they're critical.
on the last critical, but
Oh wow.
I don't know if that means that it would have saved Daryl or not.
Well,
But
doesn't matter now. It didn't happen.
Play
You
where
finish
lies.
what you started, and like this thing just blasts backwards. Like again, it's not as strong or as crazy it was before. It doesn't really form on you, but the bolt itself punches somewhere inside this creature, sending him flying back. The tongue loosens around Daryl, and there's like this moment where these black tendrils from inside shoot out, creating wounds as they exit, and this thing just ragdolls limp against the ground somewhere in the back of the room.
oh, that was cool.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
You still hear creature outside the cracking door.
Looking
flappable
in
pitch.
real quick, is there
Jerry.
anything? Is there any chests or anything where anything could be hidden?
You can spend an action point to seek and make a perception check for me.
While he's doing that, I'm not paying attention to that. I go, what's his name again? Yuri? No.
You're too
Ymir.
enamored with your own shadow bolt, whatever the fuck that was.
Ymir.
Kill.
Ymir, yeah. I go, Ymir! Come here,
yeah.
big boy. More meals for you. I just go to open the door.
Okay.
Because in my mind, we have a relation. We have a standing rapport.
Make a nature check.
Oh boy.
Very much in the handle animal category of things.
Yeah, that
So
makes
like,
sense.
I'm just fact that like, this
Oh,
check is sort of calculating in the
Mhm.
ether live as you open the door and Amir starts to sniff and smell your odor.
Oh no.
Well, I'm getting this check
Oh,
going right now.
no. Whew.
Ymir, baby. Come on, let's smell fresh meats back on the menu.
You put your now very different hands forward in a friendly gesture, and Ymir like does not seem to you to recognize you, and it starts to put its nose forward, and almost like in the way that like a wet dog nose like might press and like push and smear up across you as it like snorts in every essence of your odor. Like Ymir does this in like a menacing, I'm about to eat you sort of way, and just as like it kind of pulls back and it kind of like closes its maw and like looks you in the eye and almost seems to recognize you for a second. Leans in and sniffs again.
I have one more thing. I have something I have to say to that. Hold on, I'm finding it. I say this.
Oh,
Ymir.
go alpha on him.
Yeah.
Okay, make a what is it, intimidation check for me.
Like. Yeah, I'm sticking with it, I guess.
Ymir takes another sniff again, not like right off of you like it has been, or more past you. And in a kind of display of dominance, it's like Ymir just starts walking forward slowly, and you can't help but like
Move
either
away.
get run over or be forced back, staggering into the room as Ymir kind of like puts a paw almost protectively over the dead frog corpse and looks around at you all, almost as if to say, "Mine," and like just starts chewing on like the foot of the thing while seemingly glaring at all of you.
Amia's having a bad day. Maybe we should give him some time.
Should we look around in this room before? Never mind.
I keep sitting here staring at him until everybody's satisfied their search.
Oh, you're gonna buy some time?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
just gonna
okay,
sit here
okay.
staring.
Make another intimidation check for me.
Okay. But like, I'm not like aggressively. I'm just standing my ground.
Yeah. Okay. Ymir doesn't seem to like flip a switch necessarily, but it's kind of like treating you like a respected peer for now, and that he's just going to ignore you and enjoy the meal.
Okay.
But you don't get the sense that he's like friendly or pleased with you in the moment. He's just indifferent.
Yep.
But you feel like there's enough time for your friends to poke around for a minute,
Sweet. All right.
based on what he's got left to eat there.
Find
Alec
the
is
things.
kind of just moving towards the door, looking out every now and then. The two of you, Pitch and Daryl, while
Searching.
Rhaegar alpha dogging. Why don't you both make a perception check for me?
I'm searching the body of this thing.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh.
Woohoo!
Okay. Okay. 1 second. Let's say we are out of combat at this point. You find on the body of the frog creature a little onyx dog statuette
What? What?
and
Wait.
a small little purse with some silver coins in it. A small little pouch, really.
Okay. An onyx
That's so
dog
cool.
statuette.
I'll add it to your inventory.
Okay, thank you.
And it's about 19 silver. Similar to the gold you found. Like, the minting of it seems old, different, strange to you. But it's silver.
Did you already add the silver or should I add it?
No, I'm going to add it in a second.
Okay.
Uh, Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, what the hell? Don't look at your inventory for 1 second, Pitch. Look away, child. Look
I will.
away. Okay, cool. You may look now. And let me add the silver. Whoa, you have a lot of silver. Okay. Daryl,
Oh,
you were just kind of fleecing the room as well, or what were you doing again? Sorry.
I'm looking around for this ring
Oh yeah, okay.
or traces or clues.
You toss bedrolls. You look under bed frames, through broken bits of furniture, and unfortunately, you come up empty-handed. You see Pitt kind of looking through the bodies. You see Rhaegar kind of holding Ymir back, and Alec just patiently waiting and glancing around as well. But you guys don't find anything else.
Okay. Is it ring's not here, guys? Get out of the room fast.
Yeah.
Daryl starts slowly, or Alex starts backing back into the room adjoining it here.
Close the door, close the door, close the door. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, well, where else
Open
could
the
this
door,
ring
yeah.
be? We've been everywhere. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
but-
we haven't been everywhere.
Oh, did we open all the tombs?
Tombs.
No,
Oh,
we
no.
didn't go all south either. Here we didn't go.
Oh. Bitch.
Mm.
Buddy system.
You
Right.
you
It's
guys
bright in
split
here.
down across the two corridors. The one
We'll
door
check
is
this way.
still
Speed
very
it up.
much open. Daryl and Pitch, I'd like you to make a perception check, please.
Yeah.
This is the time to get it out of your system, though. Right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um, Pitch just like walking through the room, you know, like lost in thought. I don't know what you're doing, Pitch, but you just blindly just walk ahead of everybody into the open door, into the glowing, still dim lit sconces, and find yourself right in front of like the open, almost holy looking sarcophagi to the west here. And you just like you're just staring off in the distance. When Daryl, you come in like a little more carefully behind him, and see what is like very obvious fresh trail of like blood kind of moving down around to the south and then to the east. Rhaegar, you guys were just opening that door and heading in.
Yes.
You walk in to find like another entry right into this little holy little site. You know, it's not like secreted away like the tomb you were in before, but the sarcophagus or the coffins here are a bit similar in the sense that they have very heavy lids. You know, with these carvings, these engraved statues etched into the surface of the lids. Relief sculpture, if you will.
Do we look into these lids at all? Do we lift these? I don't think we did.
You have not.
Okay. Alec.
Alec kind of like runs his finger along the edge of it as he slowly follows behind you, like kind of like wiping the dust. It's possible it could have been buried with one of them. We've been respectful so far. He kind of like looks back behind him and closes the door. Should we have a look?
Yep.
He nods.
Yeah.
He moves to like the back side of
Wait,
it.
wait. Are you guys doing something? Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait. But there's blood on the floor.
No,
Hmm?
what?
There's blood. Is this fresh? It looks like. I'm pointing out the blood, and it's going down that way.
Didn't we kill things in here? Is
I
it from us?
What kind of tracks are those? It's fresh.
Hmm.
I've seen plenty of. I work in a kitchen. I know what fresh blood looks like.
Well, do you want to check out the fresh blood, or do you want me to take a look at this magic stuff?
What kind of tracks are those? Well, I have no idea what tracks those are.
The blood? You're not sure if it's human.
Oh, did the bear eat something down here?
Alec and Rhaegar, you were starting to lift one of those
Wait.
lids.
No. Hold on. Is this the
Oh.
same
What-
setup on the
Wait.
wall where?
You see no rune symbols. You do recall detecting faint traces of magic in this room, though.
All right, I'm gonna run a quick detect magic again. See if I can pinpoint.
Okay. It's pretty obvious that it's coming from within the tombs or the coffins.
Like within them, not on them.
Yeah. You're pretty sure because it's very faint. Like you feel like the
Okay.
stone that these coffins are made of is kind of dampening the signal, if you will.
Okay. Well, I don't sense the same runes that we sense in the other room, so go ahead and open it, I guess. I don't know.
Take a
Okay.
step back just in case.
Alex shrugs,
I
looks at
help.
Rhaegar. All right, make an athletics check, please.
I get a flask out ready to throw, just in case.
I pull my crossbow bolt.
Oh yeah, it's fucking like Top Gun over here. Shirts off, lifting. Give me 1 second. You slowly lift the lid up, and again, not like in the robes and the wraps that you saw in like the secreted chambers, but more like wearing a fancier version of armor similar to Alec. You see like this entombed knight, mummified, emaciated. Use your imagination. But inside this one, laid across where the arms are crossed, you see a pair of bracers, not equipped or worn, but laying on top of the body.
Oh. I'm gonna stand over your shoulder and do detect magic again.
You can see like Alex kind of
Look at
looking.
these.
No ring, but those bracers won't help anyone in there. If you
Yep.
want me to open this ring, I won't judge you.
I definitely pick it up and I start examining it to see if I can identify it.
Strong pings of magic, most definitely coming off these things.
Okay. Do you have to have an identify spell, or is that a thing that you can do?
It's a thing you can do during downtime activities.
Okay. Then I just pocket, or I hold it up to Daryl, or I don't. I'm
Okay.
just whatever. I'll put it in my inventory for now.
I do the next one. Same thing.
All right. Yeah, we don't need to roll for it though. You guys
Okay. Good.
just
Good. Good.
and as long as you're doing it carefully and following Alex's lead, he
Yep.
seems comfortable with this.
Doing it.
What did you give me?
You lift
There,
this lid up.
I'm putting the bracers in my inventory for now. But once we identify it, we'll pass all the things out.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, what the hell is that? Hold please. Ah, okay. Very different in terms of look and feel. You see in terms of your scatter stones, you see like a strange stone. Like the hands are laid by the side of this person, palms up, no ring on any fingers or around any necklaces, but also in similar armor to that of like a souped up version of Alex, but in the open palms and the arms that are down at the side of this laying knight, you see in one of the palms a stone, like almost like a smooth river stone, but it's got like a very clearly, magical look about it. And anyone with detect magic would immediately get a bit of a ping. It looks like
I hand this.
probably one of those
Ooh.
darker ones.
What is this? And I hand it to Pitch.
A dark
And I
one.
just move on to the next one.
Yeah,
Well,
like in a bit of a rhythm with you now, lifts up the next one, and assuming you're helping him put the lids back on one after the other.
If that's what he wants.
Similar story, but in this case, they're not wearing like the breastplate top. They have like a very strongly like just like this strong, almost like a villain in like a Star Trek or Star Wars movie with like a nice like high collar and like accented, lines are, all around the key parts of the body, like the shoulders to the neck, and then like touching around the edges of the collar itself, like engraved in or threaded with gold. Um, And in the breast of that shirt, you see a pin in the form of like an illustration of like almost like a graphic monkey character,
Mm.
almost like a brooch or something.
Look at this one.
I also
Nope.
hold on to that one.
Yeah,
And I put that lid back on. Go to the next
pretty
one.
sure it's made of brass and it's like a bit of a climbing pose. You hand it off. It's definitely magical. And you open the next one. Still no ring. But inside, hold on, I lied. There might be a ring.
The
So Alec gets excited for a moment when he sees what looks like a ring, but it's not a single ring as he described it. You know, like a thick wedding band or something like that. It's two rings linked together in some strange design. And I'm just looking at the description here. Yeah. He looked at it and clearly, like, instantly there's recognition on his face. He says, "That's not the rings."
There's these.
I dig them.
And is there one
He
more?
Thank you.
He helps set down the tomb. And that's it. There was only four of them. Fuck. Every now and then he
Okay.
feels for the wrapped up, tied with some cloth, like in his pouch or pack. Looks at the canvas that his long dead relative painted, apparently. And
We never went in that bitch.
Oh, you go ahead.
Dead bodies floor to ceiling. Isn't that right? This is like a big.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this is an ossuary, narrow stone walls filled with coffin-sized compartments. Straight. Hold there while I describe things for a moment, if you will. Coffin-sized compartments stretch from floor to ceiling in this dark but occasionally little flickers of light emanate throughout. From what you can tell, glimpsing at some of the ones that are lower or eye level height, shroud covered bodies lie within, emaciated, mummified. Some of them are conspicuously empty. Maybe you fought them earlier, you don't know. Maybe they've always been empty. Maybe someone looted this place long before you. Many of these thoughts might be floating through your head as you begin to stumble forward. But as you look towards the distant corridor, where you now see pitch clearly like a pathway that leads, you hear like a rattling, rustling sound from one of the compartments at the end, and one of the ones just up on your right, near the where before the bookshelf, floor to ceiling wall. Imagine this is like a wall between you guys. You hear a rattling sound, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh my gosh.
Rhaegar.
Oh, I did it in the wrong place.
Oh yeah, I can use the
Sorry.
numbers. Sorry, that's my. I always forget to do the first step. Do that. I can just type it in. You got 26. And Daryl, what'd you get?
Oh, I got a 14.
Thank you. Man, it's like the whole internet just seems laggy tonight. It's weird. I'm getting a little spike right now, I think.
Come on, internet.
Come on, man.
Get your shit together, internet.
Cool. Cool. So Daryl and Pitch. You both see that the lights at the end of the corridor here aren't actually
Huh?
lights, but glowing eye sockets inside floating skulls.
Fuck.
Just give me a second.
Oh my god.
I recognize that picture.
Yeah, roll low. Oh, fuck. Oh.
One of them, very, very far away from you, seems to take in what you thought was sconce light and envelop it around itself as it begins to animate and grow interested in the moving form of yourself and Alec. What? I still gotta get used to these new character sheets. It flies forward after coming to 25 feet. And then, hold on, what's the range on this thing? Range 20. You can see it floats just a little bit further past that, kind of like almost like it's trying to assess who or what you are. And you see, like, as it settles in, it starts to like undulate and flicker with the light around it as if it's preparing something. Rhaegar, what are you doing?
I've seen this before. We got killed by this a long time ago.
So
This green flaming
you
skull.
now remember, like, this is like a floor to ceiling wall between you and Pitch, but you hear the rustling as well, and you see the light kind of do something I just described for Daryl up there happening at the end of the thing, and you see some shape look like starting to hover out of the compartment. It's kind of still in one of the recessed compartments right now, starting to rise up as it sucks in the light around it out of the sconce.
Yeah. As I start to move quickly forward, not like running, but like because I'm hearing the noise, I don't see anything yet, and I see the music. Let me see the distance. Sorry. I move my full 30 to here, and as I
You
oh
have
yeah
25.
25.
As
Oh
you,
yeah, that's right. That's
yeah,
right. Sorry.
yeah,
It's I think it used to be 30 with certain things. Okay, so I go 25,
yeah.
and then I as I do, I kind of I don't say predator's not the right look, but that sheen, that astral sheen, kind of glistens, and I'm trying to find where this lives. Here it is. Let's see. It's gonna take a second probably to show up. I clicked it. There it is. And I'm kind of enveloped with a shield.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, and then or what's on the other side. So I just kind of ready that, and then let's see. Oh, that's right. I forgot. By saying that, I basically just do. Hold on. Sorry. It says you just pretty much just raise it. It's basically like this action, and then can this be a throw? Okay. Then I just ready my hammer. Like it's just in my hand and ready, equipped or whatever you want to call it. And I don't have my end turn button.
It's all right. Daryl, you see another one of these things
Mm-hmm.
come to life. And this thing just flies forward one spot. And similar to what the other one does, kind of undulates with a bit of energy. and just projects out like these almost like a nail gun, like these little blasts of energy.
Oh
It's basically like a ranged attack
no!
that just barely misses.
Phew.
Rhaegar,
Yes.
this is you kind of emanate out with this
Mm.
energy, this light, this otherworldly shimmer. You see at the end of the corridor where the light kind of moved towards, rustling out of the compartment and floating free and forward for a moment. The skull just kind of starts looking around and it pivots towards you.
Mm.
Shifts forward, floating. Already having consumed some energy, it fires this nail-like projectile your way. You duck, seeing it come the entire way here. Pitch, you see a very similar thing, like in the compartment up on high on the wall at the end where the wall stops. Floating out first, kind of stopping. Almost starts to pivot back before it locks onto you. You see it float just a little bit forward and start to churn and build up energy. Daryl, what are you doing?
Since this thing already shot at me, I missed. I'm gonna throw a alchemist fire at the one that shot at me.
Okay. 18. Let me just see here.
Spot
Can you
him.
put the
Spot him.
alchemist fire in the chat?
Oh,
I just want to
yeah,
refresh my brain.
nice. Order it. I clicked it.
Oh, there we
Give it
go.
a second.
Cool. Okay.
There we
So you definitely hit, and the one that hit you, I'm tired. It was the one. It was the north
Yep.
one, right?
Top one. Yep.
Okay. Cool. All right, thanks.
Boom.
You connect like your thing, like a baseball hitting another baseball out of the air. Like you just hurl this thing and smash it right
Yes!
against the skull, and it smashes and splashes everywhere. Holy
And it does
shit!
2 persistent fire damage and 2 fire splash damage. So the
it's
guy
fire
next to him
damage
takes
type?
2 damage.
Wow. The skull looks like it takes all of that shit. You almost like melt it as you knock it out of the air, and it spills over and splashes onto the other one for minus 2 splash damage.
Yep.
Yeah, you just okay.
Hell yeah.
Um,
And it's
nice.
gonna burn on its turn, I think, right?
Yeah.
Start of its turn.
Yeah.
2 more damage.
You'll have to remind me of that, but yes. Is that it for you?
Oh god, no. Oh no. I run. Alec, protect me. Wait,
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna get like I want cover behind
Yeah.
this, but like enough to be able to see. Kind of like that.
You're not using the take cover action. You just have enough to position yourself.
Yeah, I just have
to
enough
get
to position.
the automatic cover. Yeah.
Yes, there you go.
Okay. Pitch.
I yell out, "There's floating skulls over here!"
And here.
Ah.
Has it been 10 minutes, would you say? Since I last fired my crossbow bolt?
Yeah, between all the searching and like the dealing with Ymir and the moving around and the tomb lifting, yeah, definitely.
Okay. I fire a shot at this dude.
Okay. You just barely graze the skull and hit.
Oh my god. Okay. Real high
And
damage there, and then I think I also roll
D6. Yeah.
one.
You're doing it.
A poof of darkness goes around it, I quickly reload another one and I fire a second shot.
Well, it's in darkness now.
I imagine
So
that it
magical
hits.
takes a moment.
Because otherwise that's gonna be a real bad ability. But
I could
can
see
I see
that.
through
Like,
darkness? I have dark vision. It's not magical darkness. It's just darkness.
I would say you and only you can make out the silhouette of something inside your own darkness.
Okay. I'm gonna fire at it again.
Okay. Lagging,
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
I'm afraid to click it again.
Oh, second. That's with the multiple attack penalty, right? Yeah, it hits. Nice. Okay, chipping away. And with the second bolt, like it staggers backwards a little bit more, and like it's in this last moment, you see the silhouette kind of like float and hover in a very sort of loose and uncontrolled way. It doesn't look like it's doing too good.
Okay.
And your darkness seems to sprout forth after you finish your little micro moment here. Alec, seeing Daryl kind of move past him, scared for his life, uh, grips his sword with both hands, has to stride twice to get into position, but gets all up in this thing's business, ready to finish it next round. It being right in front of his face, takes a cautious step back, if you will, floats back away before spitting forth some of these strange projectiles. And they pelt Alex's ornamental armor, but they don't seem to do enough to hurt him. Oh, sorry, no, it's still this guy's turn. It makes another projectile strike. Same difference. Rhaegar, what are you doing?
Yay! I'm yawning. Look immediately to Elder Seeker Skull, uninjured, and I fucking look at him. I shoot daggers at him. So you try to demoralize. Assume that's an intimidation roll.
Yeah.
Doing it. Then, as I do that, I walk to his fucking face. What happens next, actually, before I go too much further?
So hold on. Hmm. It's strange. Like you wouldn't expect something like this to be affected by fear, but it's almost like you can see the thread that ties this thing to the mortal plane and the great beyond. And like a bard striking and plucking at a harp strings, like you just twang that fucking thing and glare at it, and it stops dead in its tracks for a moment and like almost looks unimaginably still. And so it gains. So it's basically, I think that might be a critical because it's based on. It's just barely a critical because it's based on, I think, normally like their
So
will
it's
DC.
that's two fear,
So
or
that's
two
fear
frightened.
2. So that's frightened 2 -2 to all the things.
And then I walk up to him, and as I do, my last step to him is kind of like a crow hop, where I pull my hammer that I had out ready, and I fucking try and hit a home run. With, hold on, almost there. Give me a second. Please hold. Yeah, this. Go.
Uh, uh,
Oh
So
my god.
make a
oh
melee
man,
strike. We ready?
I'm
I
so
hope I'm
ready.
ready. Okay. Just making sure I'm
Uh,
doing this right.
You connect.
I fucking demotion him for that minis.
Oh my god.
And wait. He was. Oh no, never mind. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, you
Now.
technically have +2 because his AC's down, but it's still not a crit.
Okay. And that's
But
it for me.
you like knock the jaw off this thing. Some of like the almost like completely melded together teeth. Like half
Getting
the
mad.
skull is just smashed away.
Where's
But
the ring?
still animated and stuck here.
Where's the ring?
You shout that?
Mhm. That's what I've been. That's guys.
Okay.
Fucking why we're here now.
Okay.
My primary objective.
Meanwhile, in the northern corridor, Alec the Brave sees another one of these things kind of float just beyond his reach before shooting a projectile his way. It misses. And if anyone could see, maybe Daryl sees this. You see something different, like the skull, kind of damaged and floating faintly, seems to do its own flavor of the Rhaegar, and like it just the eye sockets like beam out like blasts of light in this terrifying glare. Uh, because we're still learning a little bit, I'm just gonna put that right in chat there. All creatures that can see the Hell Crown. And there's no one's bleeding now.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, none of you are affected by this at all. That's what happens when you're dead, dying, and desperate. You fuck up all your things. The one floating right in front of you, Rhaegar, with half of its face or skull falling away. You shout, "Where's the ring?" This thing doesn't
I think.
speak in any normal form, but
Mhm.
almost like in the way that a plucked string makes music. You hear in some distant place like this echoey voice kind of reply back, say, "In the vault, many things. Sever my thread, let me free." And like the thing just like almost lowers down, presenting itself to you. Meanwhile, just north of you, the skull floats forward out of the darkness pitch, stops for a moment, and then blasts another attack in your direction. You dodge. I don't know. You guys have like the best rolls, and I have the worst fucking rolls imaginable tonight.
About
This is
time.
ridiculous. It blasts again with one last attempt because it's got nothing else to lose at this point, and we've got to wait for the lag dice
It's
to
already
get
lost
through.
its body.
Do it, lag dice. You can do it. Daryl, you're on deck. You want to think about what you're gonna do?
I'm ready.
That
Ooh.
will connect. Let's see. Pitch, you take 5 points of damage, and you also must make a fortitude saving throw. You see, for a moment, this nail-shaped bolts of energy punched into like right under your clavicle, and you can almost feel your forehead tingle when you watch as like just beneath like the punch through fabric or whatever you're wearing, you can see down to your skin, and you see not blood kind of budding up around it, but darkness shadow, and the bolt
What
like
the
just
fuck?
falls out, and you go back to your sort of purplish dark skin, and it doesn't seem to stick.
What?
I'm
Daryl, what are you
Batman.
doing as you peek at
yeah.
brave Sir Alec?
He looks like he's doing okay. I'll go down here real quick. So badly injured. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. This green skull crossbow.
Okay. You just barely miss.
Ah! And I start reloading.
Okay.
That's it, my turn.
All right, Pitch. What are you doing?
It hits me with that thing, and I
Mhm.
look down and just instinctively magic missile
Okay.
onto that thing. Just level 1, so it'll be I'm using all my action points for it. So
Okay.
damage.
Mm.
Damage.
Before the third one can even hit, it just like pieces of hard, ripped, shattered skull are like flying to like all corners of the room. Dead, as far as you can tell, no longer animated. A skull on a skull. Alec, you might be able to hear like the grunt and the slashes. Moves forward, swings at one. Might be a sound of something connecting, something critical even. And using everything he's got, he just demolishes one of the skulls.
I knew
Steps
he'd do it.
forward 5 feet, swings again, and just barely misses as the thing hovers out of reach. Rhaegar, what are you doing?
What did he say? Pull my thread? I said, oh, fuck. Rhaegar says, I'll pull your thread. And then he pulls his hammer above his head. And as he does, he thinks for a second. And he tries to recall knowledge. Either boneyard knowledge or occultism, I would assume.
Boneyard,
What does he
for
mean?
sure.
What does he mean by thread is what I'm thinking. How are we attached? Can I attach my thread to his? Like these are the kind of the questions I think.
Yeah. Rhaegar thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Deep thoughts with Rhaegar.
Yeah.
Make a. You can spend an action point and do
Yep.
a boneyard lore check.
Okay, doing it. Boneyard your rear. Where is that under? 'Cause it's not under actions.
It's under the main. It's under your skills. Under your lore skills in the middle.
Okay,
You just gotta click the
skills.
plus.
There it is. I see it now. Okay.
Holy bejeebus. I mean, you don't have anything to reference in like the written word sense of things, but you've got a lot of deep, latent memories or thoughts that seem to be surfacing since you joined with this stone and had these strange experiences. And you swear you've seen these strange connected threads in your own dream, and you swore you saw it on other creatures, other people. And in this skull, you could see like the faintest thread similar to all of that, still connecting it to this world and some other world beyond. And deep down inside you, you know that that thread connects two forms of this thing. And in order to grant its wish, you feel like you could sever that thread in this moment.
Sever his thread?
You feel like that's what he was asking you for. Whatever
Okay.
the fuck this thing
I do
is.
one thing with the hammer still raised above my head. I request for him to tell me. God, I don't even know how to ask this question. So I sever his thread. I can't even formulate the question. Rhaegar does not. His intellect does not go that far.
All right, yeah, you kind of like pull the hammer up high for a moment, You almost
I
like
look-
start to let some of those Rhaegar thoughts loose, and then
I
you
look him
just-
in the eyes, and it looks like he's like saying yes, and I fucking do it.
yeah. I mean, it's basically a coup de grace. Like you smash through the skull, and like you just see the twanging thread for a moment, almost like a taut thing that had been cut loose, just and like dissipate into nothing as the skull smashes lifeless into the ground in front of you.
Got one.
Dead. Yeah, you did, buddy. You scared that thing.
Well, is that it? Is that all there are in this hallway?
You hear some commotion
Alec.
above
Okay.
you. Alex still fighting.
Oh my god.
This thing shoots and finally manages to connect, just barely. Alec takes a few points of damage and also needs to make a saving throw. Fortitude, my dude. Natural 1. That's not good.
Is that Alec? Oh, that was Alec. Okay,
That's Alec.
sounds about right.
That's Alec.
He is enfeebled. Enfeebled 2 because it's a critical. I think it's lagged out. And he gains 1 persistent bleed damage. Oh. Oh no, 1d4 persistent bleed damage, enfeebled 2 on a critical failure. So let's roll that d4. So he takes 3 persistent damage per round.
Until he dies. But we'll
Each
find the
additional
ring
mana
and
creature
sell it.
Wait, is
Okay.
that the white skull? It took 2 damage at the start of its turn.
Oh, yeah, thank you. It still was alive and able to
Burning.
do that, but it is burning with this alchemical fire. That was its second action point. It did float backwards. It fires. Actually, no. This time it tries to terrify Alec again. Now that it's got some of it inside of him. All creatures suffering and able to see it must make a will saving throw. Natural 20.
What the fuck?
He ignores all that shit. And that
Make
is
up your mind.
I know.
creature's turn.
You just
Daryl, what are
roll
you
a one.
doing?
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Here and then to here. 540. Okay. I just regular old crossbow.
That just barely connects.
Oh my god.
Well, actually, what's the? Oh, you're doing? Yeah, it's 120 on
I'm doing regular
crossbow,
crossbow,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Not weighed
Yeah,
down.
just checking. Yeah.
No.
Your regular crossbow is like just enough. It like just goes right through the eye socket, almost splitting like the fissures along the back of the skull, and it just
Oh wow.
just fucking barely dropped
Alec.
dead out of the sky.
Oh. But Alec is still enfeebled.
He's like enfeebled, and there's like a burning, like he's clutching at something, but he's able to remove it. And it almost seems to be fading a little bit after he pulls the thing out.
Are we still in
We're out
combat?
of combat.
I don't think so,
We're out
right?
of combat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll medicine check on Alec. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see if I
Bitch.
can get,
Bitch, I see you
help
got one too.
Fucking hell,
Mhm.
man! Fucking hell!
Hey,
Oh,
another
God.
door over here.
Mm.
Oh, we should get back.
Oh, I'm tired. How late do you guys want to go?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm tired too.
I'm tired too.
Before we go through the next door.
You could cliffhang on the next door if you're gonna open it.
Yeah,
Up
we're
to-
definitely gonna open it
Oh, okay.
as soon as we listen at the
Alec,
door.
come on.
Oh, you're not that
No,
tired.
let's
It's
just
a
all
good call.
spill in. Let's just all spill in like Three Stooges style.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's in
Alec
here?
slowly makes his way back to you.
Guys, a door! I'm just yelling it.
Fucked up.
So if anything was in here, they know we're coming. Guys, a door's over here!
You as you approach the door, I'd like you make a perception check, Rhaegar, since you're close and
Oops, that's the wrong one.
shouting things.
It's coming. Just give it a second. It's taking its time to go through the tubes.
Oh yeah, this is crazy.
Get there, tubes.
Get there.
Woo-wee.
Oh boy.
Damn it.
You you're screaming and shouting like, and you go to reach the door handle and you start opening it as you described, right? So you were just opening the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to. You see what looks to be rows and rows of large metal stone lockboxes lining every single wall. This appears to be some kind of like vault or storeroom. But what you see most of all, as like you shout and open the door, is a familiar looking lizard creature crouched down behind a partially turned over round table. And at the top, on two of the vaults, about 15 feet up, you see two small kobolds like clutching at weapons, looking down. Like this lizard creature looks like he's taking pot shots at him. They're shouting at each other. Like, and we'll pick up here next time on that, I
Grimlaw?
guess.
Grimlock.
Grimla! Wow.
GG's.
Hey, that was fun.
Hey, yeah.
Floating skulls. What the
We
fuck?
killed so much shit that felt great.
What the fuck?
There was a lot of shit killed.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
thanks
that was
for
awesome.
putting all of
Yeah.
it together and reassembling and
Oh my god.
doing all the
I had
hard
no
work.
idea. That was so stupid and ridiculous, but yes, it was worth
It
it.
worked out so good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
did.
didn't even notice. That's the highest compliment I can